you would like to go walk in the garden. If you would like me to ask permission to take a walk in the garden.
Yes, and we can talk about it. I can get
Absolutely.
everything set up in just 2 days. Everybody's here already. We can get married right after the jousting, and,
Ron,
and we can do
out
it
of
all.
character. Oh my God, a bridezilla. Just
We can get it all set up. I got plenty of servants. Daddy will do it. We
Speaking-
can do it all.
speaking of, well, I was wanting my cousin to perform the ceremony.
See, always an excuse. Oh, always an excuse with
The
you.
pontiff of a major church officiating.
Excuses.
Anyway,
I can send a message. We can get him here by tomorrow. The jousting's going to be here for a few days. Plenty of time. We can get everything all set up. He can be here right away.
Ron, I do not know this. You haven't told me this particular young lady's name yet.
Oh, think of one. Don't give me a Anahita.
Huh?
Anahita.
Anahita. I would be
Hey.
humbled.
Remember that.
Hi. Hey, welcome.
I guess earlier I was having some technical difficulties.
That's quite all right.
Well, the two of you are here while we're waiting for others to come on, so you can. It's really an RP shopping beginning. So
Yeah, we're in a city for the first time in a while. Small one, but still. And we've got some time to kill and some. If you've got some monies, you can go shopping.
Ooh, shopping.
Yep.
Not sure
And
what to buy me on.
hold on a
Maybe a
second.
couple of potions.
There is currently a 1,735 gold piece cap on what can be spent for the group.
Wow.
All right, Anahita, I would be humbled should you allow me to ask for a token of your honor when I present myself to your father at the lists.
of course. Have you gotten me my engagement ring yet?
There we go.
You were gone all this time, and I've heard rumors and stories of your exploits and stuff. I know you got me a beautiful ring, right?
Yeah.
You're here to prevent it to me here in this nice, beautiful walk, right?
You get all sorts of goodies.
Now, Ron, out of character, just so we're totally. Betroth is not done between the two. It's done by the families in this particular situation.
Betrothing is done by the families, yes.
I don't believe the engagement
This
ring
is
came
her. She
Hold on a
wants.
minute, hold on a
See,
minute.
what is you get a dowry?
But the thing at this particular point in time, engagement rings didn't come into vogue until
Welcome to 5e where rock and roll is around.
yeah.
Okay, so there's what you gotta do. What do you do? It is a Knight's Tale where there's the rock. You listen to all these people playing it now when they put on rock music, but it's medievalish style. But so yeah, all of this stuff about being vogue and medieval and all that. 5e kind of threw that out the window.
Okay.
Wait until you meet my guy with his underwater crawling boat.
Really?
His underwater crawling button.
You got a sub?
No, an underwater crawling button.
Yes. But I know the translated into our speech. Anyway.
Yes, that's
Now-
in the one I run for AI.
Now
Send you out into the crazy ocean. I had a guy that created an underwater. I took it out of Warhammer.
Yep.
I just expanded on it.
And just wanted to let you, Ron, that the last part. Now, like I said, I'm just presenting the bits and pieces because that's what you wanted.
No problem. You're on camera.
And throughout the tourney, I'll be meeting with his lordship, dinners, social functions, etc., etc. And during this time, I'll be quote unquote politicking with him, basically asking him how he sees our new growth developing for the combined areas.
There's problems going on,
Directions.
but these you already know.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
So
Directions
it's
he would
growing,
like to
but not. It seems, especially in the new colony region, it's really for reasons we don't know.
Correct. There's
There's-
forces working against.
They're screaming independence already. For the role play of this, and this is one of the reasons I'm doing a little bit of role play. As you talk about this now, these jousts, this is your third joust.
Right.
The first one, normal people went up there. The second one, which was over in North Cape,
Yep.
it just suddenly clicks and dawns on you that the jousting was rougher than what would be normal.
Okay.
Especially the quote-unquote new knights from the new colony region. They seem to be angling their lances down to not just for the sportsmen, but to really make an impact.
Okay.
And this dawns it. Nothing illegal about it or wrong about it. It's just a little off. Again, like in the Knight's Tale, where the antagonist always wanted to make it a little bit harder for the protagonist.
Yep.
He always made it just that much rougher,
Yep.
where he didn't have to. Same concept.
Directions he'd like to see attempted, which obviously to placate the off on that. I've got
Well, I can't edit.
yes.
So while we're here, how about you, Lisa? What about your shopping? Is she there?
Yep, I'm here. I'm sorry, I was on mute.
That's okay. While he's on the phone, I can go to you.
Okay. Do we have any health potions available?
Depends on how you want to go hunting and looking to see if you can find any.
It's got to be like an apothecary or
There
somebody,
is an
right?
apothecary. As you
Would
go
think
to, as you go to the apothecary, you see Sir Andros's people walk out. And when you walk in, they go, I just sold the healing potions we had to that group right there.
Cooper. Oh, I didn't say that out loud, did I?
Yes, you did. I even got it on camera.
Inside voice. Ah.
Got to remember that inside voice.
Well, if he's got them, maybe he'll share one. Maybe.
Over your almost dead body.
Big buddy. Maybe this together. No, accidents could happen at the joust if you get my gist.
Whoopsie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Inside voice, inside voice.
Inside voice is right. That's right. That's the one that people can't hear. Oh gosh. Not really sure what else I wanted to buy. I repaired all my stuff, supposedly, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's part of your cost of living is all the general repair work and, well, living expenses.
Okay. Basically.
Yeah, and I would have replenished my arrows just as a matter
I
of
can't
course.
do.
Okay.
I'm not good at it.
All right.
Because I'll miss what she's saying.
Huh?
I'll miss what she's saying. You know that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Who, where?
I'm married. Of course, I have selective.
Huh?
Yes.
You guys are making my head spin.
Anything else?
I can't think off the top of my head of anything really good that I should get. Bought all the health potions. Not sure who else to approach. I don't have a lot of gold on my own. Just whatever we have in the general fund. I have like 29 gold. I think
I sent you a message with the last split.
Okay, so I just got to add that in.
Yep.
So I
Oh,
do
yeah.
have a little bit more than that.
Yes, you do. So while you're looking that up, I'm just gonna run a couple of things past Ron, if you don't mind.
Do what you have to do.
I didn't want to talk over you, Ron. Other things I wanted to talk to him about. Any family names he would like to see given to grandchildren. I'm just going to assume that during the whole process of setting up the betrothal, that the first child would be named from his side of the family. That kind of stuff. And I'll even ask him if he has any concerns about activities in this area that he
Not
hasn't
this
had,
area. Everything. There's things going on, but mainly
that he hasn't had an opportunity to address. After all, I lead an adventuring party. See, Ron? I can get to the meat and the potatoes. Does this bring us into what you wanted? See?
mainly because specifically Noble, if he's still alive, I wrote that in here, to investigate things on the hush hush. He will tell you to go meet an investigating officer
Okay.
who will take you to the area in question.
Hush, hush, QT.
To take us to the area in question.
His name is Officer Hoffel.
Officer Hoffel?
Yes, it's a shortened version of his long gnome name.
Hoffel Nose Appeal. Hoffel Nose Appeal?
No.
Okay. Let's see. In what general overview? I'm sure he's got the details, but what's the general overview? of
Go
this?
see him.
All right. And Google goes immediately or after the joust?
In between,
Okay.
as you can, so nothing looks out of the ordinary.
Okay. Can do.
So what he does is he tells you where to go, and this is out in the city, and it's a known officer. Hoffel is a gnome. It's a big long gnome name, but shortened to Hoffel. And he takes you to a stables.
Okay.
The first thing you notice that there's no animals in here.
Stables, no animals. Okay.
But he points out, now this is recent. This is like hours after you got here.
Oh,
You
okay.
did your thing. This literally just happened.
Okay.
So he points you out to the stable hands, the bodies
Bodies of the stable hands?
of the stable hands. Yeah,
They're dead. Okay.
quite dead. They were literally gutted and torn apart. No, Bob is over here and over there and over there.
Gutted. Quartered.
His buddy Bobby is up there, down there, and over here.
Okay, Ahmed.
This is
What
what we
happened?
got.
I took him to take your son to work day. right there. Okay, so just happened.
Yeah, while you were doing your courting and all that part there,
That's when this was happening.
the officer got word to his higher up that got it to his lordship to go, oh, and his lordship, when you came back and said, hey, this is.
Yep. Okay.
And I knew I shouldn't have had those on earrings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what can you tell me about what have you discovered during your investigation?
What you see is what I got. Word came down to put it into your capable hands.
Well, do you have runners available? I need to send for.
I have some officers keeping the place blocked off.
Okay. In that case, well, I will contact Dave Trill, because we've got sending stones between us.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be a 6 o'clock show this time.
Yep.
And I don't know where our other guy is. He's usually here by now.
No, he said he was going to be popping on
Oh,
because it's
nothing out there.
I know.
Just rain, mostly.
It is now.
Earlier it was all slush and heavy, but it quickly petered out. Like the
Yeah.
weatherman said, it's going to come and go, come and go.
We up and running.
The character, did you guys get a lot of snow up your way?
Yeah, some. Not really bad.
I guess it snowed after I went to work, but the highway was still just wet. The roads were just wet. by the
Yeah,
time I
it
came home.
turned over to a mix, and right now it ain't doing nothing but raining.
Concern now, of course, is it's gonna freeze and be a real pain in the patoot tomorrow. But that's
Yeah,
good.
but they know beforehand, so they're already out there dropping salt.
Thank God.
Yeah, the roads were nothing. It was just rain.
Yep.
Every now and then I'd hit a pocket of that wet, splattery mixed stuff, but it was mostly just rain.
Well,
Yeah, I gotta do something about the slush in my driveway.
all right. I'm gonna have to. I guess the first person I find is Yarla. No, is this Yarla? No, this is.
Era.
Huh?
Era.
Kara?
All I'm hearing
Tara?
is Tara.
T-A-R-A?
T-A-Y-R-A.
T-A-Y-R-A. Okay. And you're a Gnome Ranger, correct?
Yes, yep, that's to me. Woohoo.
Actually, not too bad of a... Because you can talk with Officer Hoffel here, who's also a Gnome.
Hey, a couple of Gnomies are good.
Yep. But we have... You heard how Ron described it, which is, some stable hands who've been gutted and dismembered. Over there, up there,
Yeah.
over there. And what can you tell us, oh tracker of tracks? What can you read
Yeah.
into this? I will also, I will provide you with advantage on your investigation.
Ooh. Investigation. Alright. Let's see. Investigation, where are you? I don't get any extra.
Yeah.
I got an 8 and a 12. Shoot. Even with advantage, that wasn't so good.
I got nothing, boss.
It's all that
What's
You go, I got nothing, boss.
it's all the flies buzzing in the
Everybody's
the hay
been wandering
fever.
through here, so the tracks are all muddied up. A bunch of boogers. What am I going to do with y'all?
Can I
I can
take
stuff
can I
all
take
over.
an attempt at it? Even though I
You just helped her. You're done.
right. So
That's what
Right.
you did. You either have 2 rolls or 1.
okay.
You, in game terms, you actually got in her way. You're like, what about over here? What about over trying to help her? You muddled it up.
You people, you mucked up everything. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Can do this.
I wish I had known you had a nothing because I have a +3. Worst case, I'd have gotten to a 15. Whatever.
You made a choice.
I did.
And that was it.
It is what it
Normally
is.
would have been okay.
She was looking over there, you were looking over here, and as she went over to where you were, you had already stepped over other tracks or other things, and she's like, what? There's too many people have been around here, which was you. Oops.
You and your entourage.
No, my entourage is not here.
It was just you mucking up this.
Who is calling? Why are you calling? Hello?
Oh my heavens.
Mark.
That's very disappointing.
Yeah, it showed up on mine. He said, oops.
Discord.
Yes, I hit the wrong thing, I guess. He just said, oops.
Let's see here. I need to log into Discord on the phone so I can send him a link.
Dead air.
Dead air? Dead air?
Well, no, nobody's talking. Dead air. I hate.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know how to fix this to undead the air.
Right. Copy link.
Because I don't know how to pause a recording and keep it going.
Yep, not a problem. All right. So just send the server link in. Aha.
That's Dave.
Yeah. Trill, how you doing?
Not bad.
You get a message to the sending stone. Meet us at such and such a stable. We've got something we need to investigate on the QT.
All right. I'll discreetly go to the stable.
Might as well just come on in.
We got a crime scene with what, 2 or 3 stable hands?
There were 2 stable hands with their literally gutted and quartered and just a total a mess. No animals.
Okay. No animals.
I said that from the get-go. No
Yeah.
animals.
I know. I know there are no animals here. So I don't know if they were stolen or what. Ask the officer.
Oh, we took them out.
Oh, you guys took them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just one of those little pieces added in there to get the role playing of why are there no animals, and you just ask them.
Yeah.
I took them out. trying to push that RP part.
Fair enough. Idea. So, yeah, the ranger and I looked around, couldn't find any clues. So I was just wondering if you saw anything that we missed.
Give it a look.
Investigate.
Hello, Mark.
Hello.
Sorry, I was trying to type faster.
I didn't think about it. Like, if I had it on my phone on Discord, then I would have it on my laptop. All right, let me get it out on my phone.
So,
Don't look at me. I don't want to see him whoop it out on his phone.
ah! So,
17 for investigate.
All right. As you're looking around, you can see where part of this bloody, gory trail was messed up by somebody very recently screwing around in that area, and it threw off the trail. But you quickly see where it keeps going, and it literally goes to this big grating right there in the stables. Sewer grating.
where they dump all the offal.
Yeah.
Looks like it goes over there.
I don't understand. How is there not a camera? I have it on my computer.
What was that, sir?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I'm able to just talk out loud.
Yep. All right. So, we have not Kathunk. What's not Kathunk's name again?
Oh,
Nagu?
Nogu?
Yeah. NARGU.
Nargu. Okay. And you are, if I remember, what are you again? Class? Race?
Argue?
Yeah.
The artificer.
Artificer, right. Gnomi? Are you a gnome?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
another gun
We
over.
actually have a party with there's 2 gnomes.
That's impressive.
You neighbor is Mark?
All right.
Okay, 2 gnomes go into a bar. Stop me if you've heard this one.
They serve pints here? All right. So it goes down into the sewers. All right. Looks like.
We're heading to the sewers.
Yep.
Yay.
Yep. Happy.
Okay, I'm looking because last we were at the church and we were leaving.
And we got back.
Left.
We got back to town.
And
Okay.
it's about whatever shopping you want to do in the
Yep.
interim.
So there is a total of 1,735 gold piece cap for the group that can be spent, and that's for the group. So that works out to about what, 565 each for the 3 of you guys.
Something like that, I think.
All right. But for Mark, we are in a stable whose stable hands have been gutted and dismembered, and the trail leads to this sewer grate in the floor.
Okay. Well, then I guess inspect it.
All right. Sewer grate, is it loose? Is it
Well, it depends who muddles with it.
I'll muddle with it.
It's loose, as if recently
Used.
cracked open.
Alrighty. So we have.
Shall
Is there a ladder heading down?
The iron grates.
Yeah, the
It's
iron,
not a ladder, but it's the iron.
It's,
the iron
it's
grates.
iron bars in the wall.
Right.
Yep. Alrighty. So.
So, who do we have? Boom. 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 Boom.
And the battle box.
We're heading down into the stinky sewer.
Why, yes. Yes, we are.
All right, let's go.
Alrighty. Happy, happy. Joy, joy.
Watch out for the alligators.
What, you think this is New York City?
I'm not sure I'm familiar with this New York place, but I've heard rumors there are alligators in these sewers.
Really? Excellent.
Could be just a story.
Could be.
Stories are stories.
Yes, they are. Why, yes, they are.
It's not easy being green.
No, it's not. Okay. All right. So,
Now, the easy part is the blood trail down here
yep.
is so splattered and gooey, it is very easy to follow.
Very like DC 5.
Like DC, you can't miss it.
DC, don't step in it.
The
Here we
one
go.
thing you didn't do is medical exam the bodies to find out that all their innards were
Gone.
taken.
Fair enough.
So it's leaving a very easy, bloody trail.
Yep.
Not a good way to go.
No, not at all. All right. So. Ooh. Wow. Okay.
That's where you are.
Alrighty, so of course, that's where we are. And so we,
It's,
oh come on,
you're good.
I don't know what's preventing this thing from holding its angle properly. There we go. Okay. So the blood trail goes across that bridge. Is that those stairs going down, or just a bridge?
No, that's just
Bridge going across.
like a yeah.
There's the things in the wall, right?
That's the sewer sludge to either side of that thing going down the middle. So we're on a platform with a little footbridge going across. That's sewage, basically, or water flowing, carrying sewage. Whatever Ron says.
It's sewage.
Let's just scan the water to make sure there's nothing in there.
She's scared.
Well, it's murky and it's dark and it's yucky and it's crappy, etc., etc.
Pun intended. All right, let's follow that trail.
Okay, well, if it's dark, then I'll make 4 objects into glow, 4 glow sticks, and hand them out to everyone.
Oh, okay.
Don't need one. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Just to stop you from going, so you know you don't go this way. We'll just go ahead and block it off.
Okay.
Just so you'll know. You're following it along this path.
Okay. So not to. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm just trying to-
it shows right. Each glow stick's a 5-foot bright light, and then an additional 5-foot dim. So
You've got light. Totally unconcerned with it. You have light. There we go. I know I could put it together the way I wanted it, as close as I can get it.
Okay.
Because what it is, you follow this way,
Yep.
either this way or this way, and the blood trail goes here, but then you can see it on the other side.
Gotcha.
And this will be like this, but I wanted to. Nobody can see it. Push it that way.
All right.
So there we go.
All right. Actually, it's. So we have a 10-foot. Basically, if we go right on across. Are we gonna let the battle bot go first, or do we want our intrepid scout Trill, who is really quiet, go first?
I have decent stuff for once.
well, is it a it's a sewers? You said so? Is it stone like sewers?
I mean, stone-like sewers. It's a sewer system.
Yeah, we're on stone for the walkways.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is a built sewer system. It's not just some tunnels where everything flushes down.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So I mean, it's not. I guess I got confused because I was thinking stone, rocky terrain, but it's not rocky terrain.
No.
No.
Okay. Because they say it says stone camouflage, but I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's out in nature. These are oval shaped to the top, like that half moon that.
Yep.
It's a standard tunnel, but it's built.
Okay.
Specifically to move waste.
Yes.
All right.
They're fairly new too. They haven't been around for no. The city is growing, and with that comes the whole thing of hey, stop throwing your crap literally outside the window. We have a sewer system here.
Yep.
Oh, but how many feet to that corner?
that corner doesn't help me.
Okay, like I see we have what looks like pathway straight forward,
Yep.
and then
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 will get you here.
okay.
So
So
basically,
then, in
12
other
seconds.
words, my guy could go 25 feet forward and be right there, being able to look left and right,
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 will put him here.
and then can look around.
Yeah.
And then could just poof back 15 feet if I need to.
If you need to, but you know, you're following a blood trail that goes this way.
And you
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do I see anything near me there?
No.
Okay. Well, it's all clear, guys.
Just,
I would come
yep, move us up.
bundling.
Ah, Mr. Mason. How you doing, sir?
So, the plow guy was being really stupid and kept asking me to move my car, and I kept telling him that's not my car.
I would have told him one time and then be like, you know what? I don't care to move it. Do whatever you got to do.
What's your
Yes, sir.
passive, Steve?
But
My
Tom, I'm like,
passive-
I'm going to use my telekinesis. Give me a second.
15.
I don't have them.
So to-
I'm just using these. As from the goo and stuff, these look like snakes, but I just don't have them. Come charging out. They come charging out from this way.
All right.
So these are the snaky things.
Snaky things are coming out.
Snaking things. Ew.
Yeah, I don't
Retard.
have them.
Yep.
Just to catch you up, Mason, we're in the sewer.
Your passive allows you to scream out.
Incoming,
All right.
basically.
Yes.
Initiatives.
Team.
I'm not gonna run hers tonight. I don't think we're gonna need them.
Yeah.
If I need hers, I'll pull it out to save us. But
You decide now or not. I'm not going to do that. Oh, backtrack. I'm going to bring her in to save our asses. You either do or you do not.
1, 2, 3,
You've got
5. We got a full.
you've got what it's built around, which is
Then
which
we'll
is
leave,
5.
we'll leave it that.
I have 12.
Because you can backtrack with her as far as the excuse me, the shopping and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. 13 for me. Initiative.
Okay. Don't know why I ever bother at all for anything.
4 initiative.
Still beats me.
Ah,
I rolled a freaking 1. Ooh. +4.
so you
5. I remember that. I got bonuses.
Ooh.
All right. Taylor.
13. I get 13.
Yeah,
Yep.
so far.
Mason. Dave. What, Mason?
I got a 12.
12. Okay.
So far.
I can see it's going to be one of those nights.
Yep. And Dave.
20.
Yeah. All right. And does go with you first, Mr. Dave.
Where am I at? And where are those snake things?
You can move.
You
5
are
feet diagonal.
here,
Do you have video?
so you can.
Do you have video, Dave?
I do.
Okay.
Okay, you are here, so you can go here to attack this one or this one. But
And-
you can you can go through him, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
But you can stop here to attack either one.
And do your back out.
All right. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
All right. It'll be 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Nope. Uh, 19 points.
Jeez. Okay, got it.
And move him, back him up.
I got it. It's easy enough for me, yeah.
All right. Well, to the one that's over here, I'll just this one here, just because. Attack number 1. Well, if his 14 hit, my 15 will hit.
Yeah.
And attack number 2. All right. So that's right. 11 points for the first attack.
Just so you know, your passive.
Yep.
Was 15, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got a 14 on a +8 stealth.
Wow. And then 16 for the second attack.
Wait, who's the DM?
Ron,
Okay.
you're playing Gilliam.
Okay.
So that was what, 27 or 29 or something like that?
27.
27. Alrighty, and this one here, Ron.
Yep, one you're attacking.
Yeah. I'm gonna mark him. So, that goes to Tara.
Okay, am I in the back of the pack or am I the one right next to one of those snaky things?
You are back.
Right here.
All right.
Yeah. But you can move up because you are small critter. You can move up through Trill and even through Nargu.
I don't know, they've been taking some pretty good damage and they're still alive, so I'm not sure I want to do that.
Okay.
Because you just hit for 16 on one plus something
I
else,
did
right?
27 total to 1.
Yeah, I'm going to fire off a couple of arrows at... There's got to be one that's in my line of fire without hitting one of my
that one
friends,
right there.
right?
The one that Trail hit.
Yep.
All right.
It hit the
Let's
same
see
one.
what we do with that. Okay. Woo. Get a 17 to hit. The first arrow. And damage is 8. First one is... Yeah. And let's say it was 6 to hit, so 16 to hit. And another 8. What the heck? Must be my lucky number.
Yeah, there you go.
Kinda.
Okay, this one that you pounded on literally kind of just,
Did.
I won't say dissolves, but it just turns into a puddle of goo.
Huh. A snaky puddle of goo. Interesting.
Okay. Gilliam, sir. You are at the back of the pack.
Right. Can I see all the enemies?
All of them?
Can-
Depends on what Ron says.
Well, they're medium size, but they're medium length.
Yeah, but you
They're
have
snakes.
you have 3 people between you and one of them.
Yeah, he can see. You can see this one way, man. You can see this one way over here.
And the 2 on the other side.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he can see these two.
You can see 3 of the 4.
All right. I'm going to cast Last Bite. So, need to make a con save.
I didn't catch what he was
15.
casting.
Who? What are you casting?
Frostbite.
All right.
On which one?
So,
One all by itself?
is one all by itself.
Okay.
I only rolled a 3.
Do your damage, bud.
All right.
You will now be able to see things through the lens of accuracy.
10 cold damage. 10 damage, cold.
All right. When
And
you
that's
hit it,
it.
when you hit it with that cold damage, you realize that what you're used to seeing happen is a lot worse.
Oh no.
Resistant. Oh wow.
Lot worse.
Oh, it's vulnerable. It's a lot worse than what's normal. Oh, okay. Nifty. All right, looks like it's your.
All right, this one slithers over to here. This one will stay here. This one will come here and go here. This one will slither 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, to back here.
Wow. Really?
They turn into like goo puddles and can go through any other sized creature
Ooh.
Real fake snakes.
with no loss of anything.
Is that a creature codex thing? Or is it a
No, Volos.
fun?
So, the one on first on you, Steve, 1924.
Just hit.
It will slam you for 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And you must make a DC 13 Dex saving throw.
DC 13 Dex. DC 13. There's something about my Dex. DC 17 Dex? DC 13 Dex?
Yes.
No.
What'd you get?
12.
I think you can. I think you did it. Add
Well,
on 4.
You believe in me?
I believe in you.
Okay, I made it.
All right.
It's great. Somebody believes in me.
The one on
Only believe in you 3 more times, but
Oh, yeah.
One on Nargu. The knot.
All right.
There's a second one on you. 17?
Are those with disadvantage?
No.
Are they attacking me with my defender right next to me?
Yep.
It looks like it. So
Then
missing.
that's with
Never mind. Miss,
disadvantage.
miss. All the way in the back. I think that's the last one I got left.
Yep.
18.
I think Gilliam
What?
18.
does an
to hit.
18 hit.
Does an 18 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to reaction and just use shield.
Does it give you past 18?
It gives a +5 AC.
Yeah.
I thought.
I don't know
shield
if you
was
saw my
+4.
messages, but in the downtime we had at town, I sent you a private message saying I was going to replace my flail with a short sword and upgrade my armor to the next one. So I
Your
have 18
armor
AC
is
now.
not ready. They have to
Oh,
make
it's not
it.
ready? Okay.
Yeah, they gotta make it, but it'll be ready. Or are you just gonna buy it off the shelf?
Buy it off the shelf.
Okay, make sure you send how much it cost you, because you can only spend so much money here, and I don't know how much you got left that you can spend after everybody else already has. And I'm sure you have it. But
Yeah, no,
I'm sure
it was the money I had in my pocket.
So
Right. Just send me a message as to how much it costs.
we need 2 DC 13 dex saves, 1 DC 13 dex save.
Even with a miss.
You can do it automatically. A hit just means it adds to it. They have a thing called Life Leech. One large or smaller creature that the slithering tracker can see within 5 of it must save.
Oh. Okay. So Nargu, you need 2 deck saves.
2 deck saves?
Yep.
Okay. Natural 20. And what am I looking for?
13.
Because I got a what? 13?
Yep.
Okay. So 7 plus 2. And of course I gotta believe in myself, so 13.
Is that's not a
7 plus-
bardic thing, is
No.
right? No.
The Facet Genius. Plus
Yeah.
4 on save throws.
Yeah, you've used it twice. I don't know how often you can use it.
I got 2 more.
Yep, there you go. And then the mighty wizard.
Deck save, Mason.
Dex save.
Yep.
Oh, I failed. I got a 3 with more bonuses.
Nobody can believe in you and still make it work.
All right. You are restrained. You are unable to breathe unless you can breathe water.
Ooh.
That's no bueno.
Looks like you got pulled into the water.
No,
Oh.
it wraps around him.
Ooh.
They were hidden in the water and they came out. You just happened to see them. They were right up there, but I didn't roll high enough for my freebie surprise attack.
Ooh.
So now we go to not the Kathunk.
Okay. If I was to try to push what looks like to my screen a dinosaur looking one that's next to me away, does it have to go directly away from me, or would it just go?
You're talking about this? This is a dog. It's all I had. I don't have these snakes.
Yeah, which way would it go if I was to push it away? Like, would it go on the pathway away, or?
Push it and see.
It will go.
Well,
it will go directly.
It'll go depending upon which way you push it. It'll go directly.
Well, that's
back.
what I'm trying to figure out because to see if I give it a telepathic push, it just says pushing it away or towards me. So
Yeah, you'll just push it back into the sewer where it came from.
okay, I'm going to attack that one, and I'm gonna all right. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Dirty 20 hits most things.
Alrighty. It's sheathed in the booming energy, and it takes three thunder. It takes 3 thunder damage,
Yep.
and it takes 5 plus 4, 9 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to try to push it away with my mind. I picked up telekinetic. I figured with all the catapult and moving stuff, I can do that now. That's a level 8 thing. Alright, so it needs to make a DC 15 strength check.
Nope.
Okay, so it gets pushed away 5 feet.
Okay, so you push it blip, into the water.
Alright, and then I'm going to attack the... Oh, wait. I'm done with my turn then. Moving over to the side, next to Sir Andros. Alrighty.
I'm going to assume. I don't know.
Well, just leave it where it was. Because it was a bonus action to push the thing, so. Okay.
All right.
That's it for me.
Go to the top of the round. Drill.
Okay, can I do my dash in, dash out?
Yeah. Plenty of room.
So apparently it stopped snowing. Good.
You get 3 hits.
Oh yeah. I saw a book there.
The old thing about paper, it's nice. One thing I don't like about paper, I need to read. All right.
Waiting for his math.
Yeah. Looks like he's gonna attack the one that I did before.
Well, he's going to charge in, charge out, he said.
Yeah, so the only one that's available is the one that. No, he could do the other one.
Yeah.
I forgot. It's a good Omi.
28.
28.
Yeah.
And if possible, you can move him back 5 feet.
You kicked it back? I'm going to assume
Yeah.
that one. That's the one you hit before, right?
Me? No.
No, okay. It's the other one. All right. Goes to Sir Andros.
No, the one that I hit before. Yeah. First attack is going to do a total of 10 points.
That's enough. It's
Yeah.
you heard it so bad. It turns into goo and just kind of
Blum, blum. And then, well, the only one that's still on is the one behind me, so I'll just turn and attack it in a second. For 10 more points. And Tara.
Okay. Now I take it since the wizard is like right next to me, shooting the one behind him isn't going to work.
It's he is in it.
It
Oh,
has,
he's
it
in
has
it.
wrapped around him, yes.
He's drowning.
So if I were to attack it with my sword, I run the risk
you
of
can see it.
hitting him as well.
He's in it like in a
Injuring
bubble of water.
Yeah.
A nasty bubble of water.
Yeah. I don't have any.
You can see this big chunk of something right up at his nose, you know.
Yep. I don't know if my sword play is good enough to not injure him. I don't have any good spells either. It'd be useful. Right.
Can I say 3 words as a free action? Or
Well, yeah, you just yell out.
no? Scrape it off.
Scrape it off with my hand. I don't know about that. Arg. I were to.
There are plenty of almond joy bars floating around in there.
I just pictured that. That's okay. All right. Is there any way that I can move away from him? No, because he's wrapped up in it. Crap. I'm gonna hold my action. If the thing disengages or from him, I'm gonna try and take a swing at it with my sword. But
Okay.
other than that, I just don't dare damage him.
All right.
Gilliam!
We start with Mr. Mason, Mr. Gilliam.
Does he get a turn first?
Spells.
No.
23 points of necrotic damage to start his round.
Wow.
Ouch.
3d10.
Ooh, that's nasty. Gilliam?
Yeah, see, it can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch without squeezing. It's...
Mason?
You killed him.
Mason?
Up.
You back? He disconnected and reconnected, so he could probably hear us, but we can't hear him.
Well, I don't know what he's going to do. He's grappled and drowning. So he's grappled.
Plus, it's not only the next year, it's they even start much with the anyways.
Are you there? Bueller? He's trying to correct his connection. Let's see here.
Me?
There we go.
Waiting
Better.
for you.
My computer stopped working.
Ouch.
Fun.
But yeah, 23 points of damage.
How?
Ouch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's necrotic. It's literally sucking the life force out of you.
Yeah. Am I allowed verbalization right now, or is it possible stuck inside?
I don't know what herbalization is.
Verbalization.
No, you can't. You're drowning. Glug 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 glug.
Valid. Is there like an action I can take to try to get out of this? Like try to swim out?
DC 13 dex save.
Damn it!
Glug 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 glug.
What'd you get? What'd you
All
get?
right. A 12.
Oh, I believe in you, man. I
That's
believe in
3. That's 3 U's, and you've only just walked in. I freaking love it.
you.
So you made it.
burst out, and what you do, you burst out like bursting out of a bubble of water, and it splatters all to the ground, but it quickly reforms, is ready to start wrapping right back around you.
And her held action.
Her held action was just she can attack it.
Yep. So you can attack it, Lisa.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what we can do. I get a 16 and 17 to hit. My sword, my sword. Okay, go back. Sword is what? 1d6. So 1d6 plus, so that's 8 damage there. And 7. So 15 damage total of my swords.
That's why they're still there. You and Trill, because I know his feet sap. The rest of it, that's why they're hanging tough. But it's hard to tell because you're just splattering
Water.
shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, DC 13 dex. DC 13 dex.
That's
The roll was a 13. And who gets the dex save? Me.
Here and here.
Gillian, you got a dex check to make it. DC 13 again.
I got a 6.
Rat.
But he got a breath in.
Yeah, it just starts over.
Yep. All right. And what about the puppy?
Yeah. Is the other one going to do anything? It moved?
He did.
All right.
Yeah.
6. 9 damage of thunder. Boom!
When it moves,
Yep. Willingly moves 5 or more feet.
no
That's why
problem.
I pushed it away.
DC 13 dex save. It's like they can do this twice.
Nargu.
As soon as he gets 5 feet in.
DC 13 check.
If I hit, it's
Dex.
another one.
Oh, really?
One is it's just jumping on you.
Yeah.
The other is if it hits you and it can wrap you. So it's almost like getting 2.
Okay.
So did you make it this time?
Well, okay, so did he hit me or?
He doesn't have to hit you. He just has to come
Okay.
to you.
Just has to what?
Come to you.
Okay. All right, then. No, I made a 6.
All right. So
You are engulfed in water. Shit water.
Ugh.
It takes away my attack, but that's better. All right,
Okay.
Sir Andros. I
yeah.
have an attack on you. 11 plus is a miss.
Yep.
These two, I don't do anything now because they are now engulfed.
Okay.
So I don't have to do anything else.
Okay.
It takes away the slam attack, but if they're still there, it's necrotic damage. Coolness.
It is.
So, not the thunk.
Okay.
Also known as Nargu.
Alrighty. Okay. So what? What am I able to do then?
You can try and break free.
DC 13 dex to try to break free. Oh, start of beginning of your round. Just a minute.
3d10.
3d10.
Fun.
19. 23 points of necrotic damage. I forgot
Is it
it.
attack?
No, that's automatic.
It's yeah.
At the start of your turn, it does necrotic damage.
Damn it.
Necrotic damage.
Necrotic damage.
It starts sucking your life force.
Okay. Alrighty.
I like.
How much damage you said? 23. Did you say 23?
2-3.
You are underwater and grappled.
For all intents and
Okay.
purposes.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It still wraps you like a snake,
Yep.
but it wraps you up almost like a water elemental grabbing you.
Right.
Alrighty.
It's a beautiful thing.
So figure out what you can do, if any. Well, you got to break free.
You got to break free. DC 13.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Alrighty. So basically, I'm incapacitated.
Oh, you
No,
did.
you're restrained.
You're restrained. You're grappled.
Well, I mean, I'm not incapacitated, but I mean, like,
You can't do anything unless you break free.
Yeah, you're tied up in a rope,
What?
but the rope goes down your throat too, so you can't talk. Basically.
Right. Which basically means Clip's basically going to do whatever he wants.
But
So you
do what
didn't
you
make your
do to
saving
break
throw,
free
or-
if you can.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm incapacitated, Clip basically just does what he wants. So that's why I'm like, I wouldn't call it incapacitated,
No.
but at the same time,
No,
I'm
you're
not
not-
able to
you
do
are
anything,
not-
So
Mark, you are not
Okay.
incapacitated. You are restrained. There's a difference.
yes, but I can't
Yes,
be.
there's a difference.
Okay, so the save is what?
13.
DC 13 dex.
Oh, okay, a dex. All right, then I rolled 11 plus 2, so
That's enough.
Yeah, you break free. Basically, this water goo flops to the ground and immediately reforms into this snake being.
okay.
And that was
Then-
his action, but you have your
That was his action, breaking
right.
free.
But he can
He can
now-
do whatever he has for bonus actions or whatever.
right, and he can control.
Okay.
Your action
And,
is to break free. That leaves
Let's
you
have it
only
do
with
a
a
15
bonus
strength check again.
using what?
My mind to push it.
Is that an action?
It's a bonus action.
Okay. That's what I need to know. 4 something. No, totally fail. Always fail.
Okay, so it gets pushed back 5 feet away from me.
Yep.
Which is here, just so you know, because it's in his space.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Clip get over to the other side of me. So you can move Clip over between right next to Sir Andros and me. There we go.
Yeah, because it goes right through him.
Goes through her
Okay.
Taco Bell through a. He tested.
Yeah, I wasn't ever making bonus actions really before, but when I was writing down the stuff, it's actually a bonus action to have Clip do an active besides dodge, so he just moves. So that's it. So that's it for my turn.
All right.
We go top of the round.
Drill. Bird with a beard.
Hey, do I have a target I can get to?
Oh, yes. Pooch. You can get to the pooch.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Yeah.
The pooch is in
Dire Straits.
there. The only one that's in good is the one in that's the one that hasn't. Yeah. The others, they're ready to drop at any pop. It's basically if he rolls crappy on his damage.
That's a wishful thinking. That's a wishful thinking.
Okay.
24.
Even if I have all of it to 14, it's dead.
Yep.
So again, just a puddle.
Yes. 12.
Did you
Battle axe.
did you hit it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you. Just pissing on it is all it needs. Only had 2 left.
But I missed with the first one.
Thing is magical. I didn't expect it to survive.
Okay.
All right. And,
Is it me?
Not quite, because I am just going to do a movement here. Now it's you.
Alright, is our wizard engulfed or
Yes,
not?
he is. He failed his save.
Alright, I'm gonna hold my action again, and if he can break free and that thing disengages from him, or whatever you want to call it, I'll take a swing at it then.
All right. So you go to Mason.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, dude.
20 points of necrotic.
Mm.
Mason?
Sorry, I remembered I changed my computer to push to talk because the mic kept shutting itself off on itself. So, yeah, 20 damage. All right. Still can't breathe. Gonna try Dex save.
Yep.
It is not my day. I got a 7.
It is not your day.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it does that, so I don't.
Now it goes to Nargu.
Okay.
I like myself to.
All right, then I guess he's within 30 feet of me,
He is?
isn't he?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Then I try to mentally force the thing off of him, push it away.
It's that saving throw again. You can push it 5 feet away.
Yeah, DC 15. Strength check on it.
Nat 20.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
That gives it a 23.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been rolling piss poor.
All right.
Okay.
You see this thing?
And you said you had shield, Mason?
You can't speak.
Push the top.
Yep.
Okay, so he had shield.
That only lasted for a round, though.
Wouldn't have mattered. This is a saving throw thing.
So it goes top of the round. Trill. The beard goes. Beard does as the beard
Mason?
wills. Yeah,
Yeah, you can see him wrapped up in a shit bubble.
yeah. And there's a gnome in
Can I
front of
get-
you. Yes, you can get to him.
In short, he's wrapped up in the dirty
All right.
bubble. For those who know who the dirty bubble is. SpongeBob. The dirty bubble. It's a shit bubble.
Off that bubble.
We're just going to use martial arts and try to hit it, not the wizard.
Do me a favor, Steve.
Yeah.
Second one down.
Second
So there's
one
no
down.
complaint. Yeah. Slithering tracker. Second dark writing down. Dave,
Yeah.
I need you to break this down for me. I'm assuming you're going punch, punch, kick. I mean, kick,
Yep.
punch, stick.
Yep.
I need the kick damage first. I need them separate because the stick I
Well,
know is magical, but there's a reason for it. Because
All right.
it's only going to take a quarter of the damage. It's still going to take half
8
of it.
points for the first one.
So 8, just so you know,
Yep.
8 is 2. I'm marking this down. That's 4 over there.
Yep.
Okay, next.
Um,
7.
one moment. He has key empowered strikes at 6th level because we're past that.
He didn't say he was doing his key empowered strikes.
No, this unarmored strikes count as magical. It's not.
Okay, I don't.
Yes.
For me, it's fine.
Yes.
So that's 8 points. You say?
8 points on the first one. Yep.
Okay, never mind then, because I get your keys are magical anyway.
No, it's just his strikes, his hand.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call him his key. A
Yep.
key is a
Yep.
routine. A kata.
It's only like once they get to level 6.
Yep. But
Yeah,
we're past that.
You're level
8.
8.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like it's all key. It's just he's such a good monk. They count as magical.
Yeah, that's what I didn't know. But anyway, go ahead. It doesn't matter now. I didn't know about your keenness, so it's irrelevant.
Second one is 7.
Okay.
Third one is 5. And move it 5 feet.
Is there a saving throw with that?
It's crush your feet. It said no. It just says move them.
Ah, nice use.
Okay.
I read that correctly.
All right. So it gets knocked back 5 feet.
Yep.
Nagu,
Yeah, it's auto. Yes.
you took 14 points of damage. Took half of it.
Again?
No,
I'm sorry, wrong one.
Gilliam.
Gilliam.
14.
Yep.
All right.
The great thing about that was the way it is, it still only took half damage.
And she held her action, so she can.
She can hit it now. I don't care. I'm just doing my math.
But is he out of range or?
Oh,
Oh,
back.
they
Yeah,
pushed him back. Pushed him back behind him.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking. I'm sorry. That's the only reason I didn't speak up.
My deck save is an 11.
No,
You don't have to. It got pushed back.
got pushed off you.
Oh, okay. Neat. Thank you.
That was Dave. We were talking
All right,
on
now
you.
my turn. All right. Well, I'm kind of far away,
Yep.
so
Range weapon's still good because the angle is right, easy.
and then the second one. Yep. Eldritch Blast for 15. Force damage.
Yeah, well, it's magical damage. You see a bunch of its water go splattering all over the place.
Yep.
And Yarla said she can't do anything?
No, well, she can now. She can move into his.
Right, for her free action.
Yeah, well, for her normal.
For her
action.
held, yeah.
No, yeah, her held action, she couldn't do anything. Her
But
normal
But now,
action, you can share his spot and do your attacks.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Sword, 14 hit.
yep.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I'm sorry. And the other one's a 16, so we know that goes.
As long as you can do 4 points of damage.
2 plus 3, I did 5. Woo!
That's even,
Yeah.
that's double what?
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Because it only took half damage, that's why I said 4.
Right.
Only had 2 points left.
Fair enough.
So that one turns into goo.
I only need to hit it once.
And Gilliam, you want to go swimming since you're already covered? That way there you can see if there's any treasure down there.
I kind of just sit down. I'm like, I need a second.
Weren't there almond joys floating around?
I dive into the almond joy.
Yeah.
Ew.
Not really.
All right.
You can give religion or arcana on these things.
Religion or Arcana?
Yeah, because both are used.
Wow. You know, both are just as high.
I have a 16 Arcana check.
I got a 13 religion check.
Oh,
Because
I have
I got plus
big
7
bonus.
Arcana.
Yeah, but I don't. Anybody else?
Anybody else trying
I'm just-
religion
just-
or
just-
Arcana?
Just checking.
Gilliam, you gonna give that a shot?
Religion, you say?
Religion
Let me roll
or
for
arcana.
that.
Or Arcana, whichever is higher. Arcana or religion.
Both of them are the same for me. So I'm gonna do religion, and I got a 21.
Okay. Between the 16 made it. I just want to see who else did, because they're either or.
But the thing is, one was one, and the other is two different skills.
Two different skills. It's based on
Right, well-
what may have. You got two people.
Yep.
One religion and one arcana.
They come up with the whole story.
These creatures are created by either or,
Okay.
is what it is. Wizard types, in this case, is hags, liches as an example. But anything wizards, including priests who are after vengeance. These were prepared and placed for you, the group.
Ah.
Fun.
By the DM, of course. That's like, sorry.
Whoever comes down, or specifically us.
Slithering trackers target specifics.
Ah.
They're designed to target specifics.
Ah.
Very interesting.
So these came after anybody else that come down here. They would have ignored.
Ignored them.
Yep. Fun.
In short, somebody took a good assumption or setup knowing you would come.
Fun.
Yay. Basically, some of the cultists you killed were transformed.
Well.
All right. So we need to cross over to continue following the trail.
Yeah, you can see it on the other side.
Since I am a Zephyr blend magic, then I activate my nun detection on myself. And I can do that at will.
None detection?
Non-detection.
Oh, it means he's not detected.
Not detectable.
So I can detect by divination magic or perceive through magical scrying sensors.
Yeah.
And it lasts for 8 hours.
Alrighty.
And I can do that at will, so I'm just going to keep that on.
So jumping over 10 feet. What's the formula for a long jump?
It's your strength and feet.
Oh, good lord. Okay.
If I remember correctly, it's your strength and feet.
Why are we
Well,
jumping?
He wants to jump over the water. Look it up, but I can't recall.
yeah,
Because you don't want to walk through it. Bleh.
You mean swim?
Is there anything that
Just to
Well,
get
how
everybody
tall
in
is
the
the
general
water?
area. You don't know. Nobody's checked.
okay, Clip. I have some pretty sure I have some rope. Did I get rope?
Rope is a common item.
Movement. Yeah,
Dustineer's pack would have rope, right?
most of us have rope.
Most have rope. It's just nobody tends
Okay.
to.
Well, then attach rope to Clip and then have them go down to the bottom and come back up, and then we just see how much of the rope is wet.
Well,
Then
how
we can see how.
You really want to walk through poop water?
No, I want to sit on top of Clip as he goes through poop water, and I stay nice and dry.
how
With at least a 10-foot run, you jump up to your strength score.
yeah, you go onto this lip, you can get your 10-foot easy, and you're looking at 10-foot jump. Well, 15 to get to the other side. Don't forget, this was over here. This is a single, but this gives you the running, and everybody can be over here. Don't worry about where I put the figures. There's plenty of room to get your 10-foot running jump.
Get me over there because I've got a 20.
Yeah.
Boom. Anybody else have a 15 or higher strength?
The what?
15 or higher strength.
Let's see. screws.
So you use 10 of your
Uh,
feet
Actually,
because it's a running jump 10
No,
feet.
mine's 13.
But that allows you to move. It can give room for everybody else because you still got your movement.
actually, 13 actually would cover it too. 13 feet. That would,
My guy
12
sits back and relaxes.
I have a 13 string.
13 would get over.
Yeah, 13. You can hop right. You can literally jump right over and
Cover on.
cover.
Yep. Anybody else have a 13 or greater strength?
Okay, so it's got a roof, or a ceiling. I just start. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. I'm gonna walk up the walls and up to the ceiling and just walk across
Yeah,
on the roof.
it's basically like that.
Okay.
And this can just. It's only a couple feet deep.
But just for giggles, I'm gonna stay on the ceiling looking down at y'all.
All right.
Plus 14.
14. Okay.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
All right. So, Gilliam needs a helping hand.
Can I assist him with my mind? But it would only help a little bit.
You don't have a spider climb spell there, Mason?
Well, I just used one.
Well, I don't know. He can tie a rope, toss the rope across to us, take a
Well,
run and jump, and we'll yank. on
You
it.
already know that the water's only a couple of feet deep.
Yeah. Mason, here's
You
the
already
thing.
know the water's only a couple feet
It's
deep.
only a couple feet deep, and you're
And
already
Mason
covered in
is already.
You're already covered, man.
It ain't gonna make no
I just
difference.
walked through it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say if it's only a couple of feet, you can just ride on top of cliff.
And Ron, prestidigitation on Gilliam.
10 times.
Enough times to. But,
Yes.
and you're no longer covered in shit.
He's
Gilliam.
pretty funkied.
I got you. I got you cleaned up with prestidigitation, dude.
Thank
All
you.
right. So you're following the blood trail.
My camouflage, no.
Keep it easy here. Dang, I don't have my just long hallway ones. Yeah, that'll do. This is solid too, but
Close enough.
because you're following this long hallway. But as you go further down, this is what you have.
Yep.
Okay, this good solid chunk keeps going. So when you're at this, I'll do it this way. There, has plenty of room. So whatever the marching order is here.
All right. All right, we gotta go ahead and have. What do we want to do for a marching order? I'm assuming me in front since it's single file. Or do we want to put Gilliam up front?
If you
Well, how
do,
about
I
I
can
have-
teleport back.
Well, how about yeah, I can teleport back, but also I can have my mage hand take a torch and go for 30 feet out, holding the glowing torch.
Well, you said there's it's dim light down here, right? Because of all the drains and stuff.
No, there's no light down here. There's no light coming from the drains. It's just drains.
I can only make 4
Where you
glowing
are.
torches.
Further down there, when you start hitting to the main city area, the drains aren't so close together.
No, but it's not absolute dark.
No, you can see, 60 feet down the light from another drain, and then back there you can see this little light. There's enough light that it's not going to really. It's going to be shadowy versus.
I've got in.
I have
flat.
I have 120 superior dark vision.
Yeah, I'm not worried about anybody seeing at this point because everybody is so fantastically fantastic.
Thank you. I try.
Well, there's enough light source down here that you're not anybody with the vision
Yeah.
is not impeded, and
I
the
don't-
only
I-
human here has it too. So
Gilliam, Gilliam, you're human, aren't you? Mason, you're human.
yeah, but I think but you're also carrying the glow sticks.
Yeah.
So all of that is irrelevant. It's just, what's the marching order?
All right, go ahead and put me first. I would ask for Clip to be second.
All right, Clip, you heard him.
I think she's dying.
We all die. All right, and then after that, matters not.
Okay.
Clip behind me.
I guess it did matter, huh?
No, I said after.
You know,
No, I asked for Clip first, and then
man,
after
it's
that.
gonna smell.
What's that smell? Ooh, that smell.
All right. Thing's charging at you.
All right.
I don't have one. But is some sort of
Come on.
you would think of it as a scorpion centaur
Okay.
Oh.
with a chunk of wood riding on top of it.
A chunk of wood riding on top of it?
Yep.
All right.
Like,
That's the best. That's the best description I can give. A
Scorpion centaur with a
scorpion
chunk of wood.
looking centaur
A piece of wood right here.
with a piece of wood riding on top.
which probably weighs over a pound.
The wood is it's not just sitting there; it's riding on top.
Think of Groot.
Groot.
Okay, so it's like attached.
No,
It's a mount.
It's a mount. It's a mounted warrior.
It's like a.
It's a Groot.
It's a Groot.
Oh,
Groot is riding this like thing.
okay.
Okay. Here we go. Initiatives. Right? Ron?
Yeah, because you can see it. Not that it ever matters.
18.
A 5.
How far away is that from us?
Well, is it
Sound like she said a 7.
4 for me?
No, he was a 5.
Okay, who are we waiting on? Nargu and Trill.
Wow, I thought for
I
sure
have
I
a-
was going to the back.
A what?
18.
Okay. Dave?
14.
All right.
Wow.
All right. However,
All
Ron,
things considered.
this thing is coming down. I have a 120-foot range.
Okay, that's just
Right.
where I put it.
Okay. Now, I see it coming into, and it's charging on.
We can go, theater of the mind, we can start at the 120-foot range.
And it is coming in hot and heavy.
It's charging.
Okay. So, does a 12 hit?
I don't know what you're shooting at.
I am shooting with Eldritch Blast.
You got 2 targets.
Oh, the rider.
Okay.
12 and 15.
One hits it, but seems to bounce off.
With Eldritch Blast? Really?
Yeah. It doesn't penetrate. That's what I'm saying. It's not that you don't hit it. The 15 is close enough to hit it, but you see it's not enough power to penetrate. You hit it and just kind of...
Fair enough. Okay, what's its movement coming in after that?
40 feet.
Okay.
All right, so it's now, all right.
So we started at 120.
Yep, we're now at,
Yeah, but everybody else can
Well,
act if they can
yeah.
reach the 120.
can you do anything at 120?
Well, I can do stuff. I can do stuff with it being 120 feet away.
Actually, yeah, for 25, 30. It's 135 for you.
Okay.
It's 120 feet to Sir Andros.
And it's
Okay.
and it's 135 to you.
Well, I have the mage hand go. How far is 30 feet in front of me?
1, 2.
Where is he? He's here.
Yep.
There's the mage hand.
Yep.
Okay. It drops a torch, and I assume it's within 90 feet of that.
You said 30 feet? Plus
No, I mean 90 feet of the mage hand.
All right, but hold on a second. It was 135 feet to you. So the mage hand went 30 feet up.
So it's 105
So it's
feet away.
105 feet away from you.
105 feet.
Easy math.
Okay.
Even I can do that one
Okay.
So
without crayons.
So it's not 90 feet.
Okay. Is there like a stone 60 feet in front of me?
If you're looking for a loose stone, no. This is a brand new sewer system. It hasn't deteriorated or anything. It's fairly new. You're talking 3 or 4 years tops.
Okay. Well, so you said it's 120 feet away or 135 feet from me?
From you, yes.
Yes.
Okay. And 25 feet in front of me will be right between the mage hand and Sir Andros?
And 20, yeah, you would be 25 feet would put you between the mage hand and I.
Okay. Then move there, and then I will do a firebolt cantrip on it.
So he will move here,
Yeah,
actually?
So 25. So you are now.
Well,
Within 120 feet of it.
Yep. You are now.
And I would do a firebolt on the scorpion.
All right.
On the mount, okay.
Or attempt to. See, let's see, 7, 8, 13 make it?
No. As this thing's coming
Okay.
at you and you go and you throw out this firebolt, the 13 just for game is close. You see this mount thing actually duck out of its way, pull a short sword and a chain and start whipping it. While the thing riding it, this piece of wood, throws its arm out and it turns into a shield and then its hand into a club. And they're coming.
Like Groot. Okay, cool. All right, now it's up to 80 feet. Does anybody, can anybody do anything else?
I have 150-foot range with my longbow, but I think I'm a little beyond that, right?
Yeah, you're way in the back. No, you're not beyond it, but you're way in the back. You've got too many people between you and it.
So I'd have to step out into the nasty sewage to get my shot?
Yep.
Yeah, which will put you... How tall are you?
God, I'm
It's still only a couple of feet. You probably put it chest high.
Yeah, but it depends.
Like, what, 3 feet maybe?
Yeah, if she's 3 feet tall,
Oh, put her like...
it puts her up to neck level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work then.
I can do something. It needs to make a dex save.
Have Legion. What are we doing?
Sorry, it was worth a shot. I was trying to think of something good. Sorry about that.
Well,
No go.
You throw me off because...
No, we're not doing initiatives now because it's coming in.
Oh, that's right. Well, you're doing initiative, so I know who's doing what. Everybody's not going to go, oh, now I'm going to do this, now I'm going to do that, now I'm going to do this.
Well,
it is an initiative phases.
Okay.
Because he's not 80 feet until he's here.
18.
So here, who goes? And now I'm at 80 feet. So...
Okay, so if he's at 80 feet, then
He's not at 80 feet yet. We're trying to see who can do anything while it's still at the 120-foot mark.
Okay.
That's 120 feet from Sir Andros. That's further for everybody else.
Except for
because he moved forward, but
Yeah.
that's 115 feet because he's just 5 feet in front of you.
Yep.
I can't.
All right.
And then, is there anything 15 feet behind me?
People,
Yes.
Oh, all your team.
Okay, I just wanted to know if I could do my boot thing backwards, but if not, that's okay.
well, you're a small
You're
creature.
a small person. You can share space.
Yeah, you can go
Okay.
where everybody is.
Then poof me back then
All right.
when he's at the 120. Please. And thank you.
When he's at the 120. He's at the 120.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, before he gets up to the 80.
All right.
Well, I got to go through the rounds. He's not there yet.
All right,
We
so
start at
now-
120.
Now that we've done.
So let's go in order.
All right.
Everybody has done what they could anyway.
Yeah, the 120. All right.
So we go top of the round.
Nargu, is there anything that you
All
can do?
right.
He's 80.
He does it. The mount needs to do a deck save of 16
16.
Of 16.
because I'm holding on to my all-purpose tool.
What am I saving against?
What's you said Dex?
Deck save.
Against
To see
what?
if he can dodge a fastly flying torch flying at him at the mount.
That's just an attack roll.
No, it's
I catapulted the torch
Catapult.
at the
Okay.
mount.
That's what I need to know.
Remember? Yeah, that's what the mage hand dropped that torch for.
15.
No, 16.
So what happens?
It takes 3d8.
This is against the mounted rider, right?
the mount.
Yes,
Oh, the mount
The
itself.
mount.
Mount.
You said the
The
mount,
mount.
right? Or the rider?
the mount.
Okay, that failed regardless.
And I'm doing it at second level, so it's going to take 4d8. Mother. 6, 12, 19.
Got it?
The first one was a freaking 1.
Damage roll. Okay. All right. Trill, are you doing anything? Can you do anything?
Can I get a line of sight for a bow? Short
Yeah.
bow?
I'm in
Also,
front of
can Clint come along the side into the sewer till he gets in front of Sir Andrews?
If
Right.
you want to, please do me a favor. On your turn, remember everything you can do because I'm moving forward and then you're backtracking and it's throwing me off.
and it's also talking over Dave.
I'm sorry, I just, that's what I was going to say, but you guys started moving on.
No problem. We'll fix it. That's why I hate the computer, but that's the way it is because nobody can get here. I'll live with it.
I'm nobody.
No, you're everybody. Well, Dave is everybody too. But, okay.
All right, so now it's.
But yeah, that's no problem.
Trill, you
Well-
can, you can get dirty if you want to get a line.
Actually,
of
he
sight.
moved back. It doesn't change anything.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't change anything.
So you're not getting dirty.
No, I'm not going to swim.
Okay. Birds don't like to swim. Got it. All right. Tara.
He's a bird, not a fowl.
Something
I'm
is a
still in
fowl.
the same kind of predicament. I'm
Yeah.
behind everybody. Unless I climb on somebody's head.
All right.
I'm gonna have to wait, I guess.
Fair enough.
Single file
All right.
stinks,
Is that
man.
thing gonna do anything at 80 feet?
No, it can't.
Okay. Gilliam, you gonna try anything at 80? Well, it would be
It's 40 feet now.
No. Oh,
It moves 40 feet.
Me?
It's turn.
no, we get our own. And then it's
Y'all did nothing.
right, but the thing is, when it moved to 80, it should have gone Mason and me.
Right, but I don't know what you guys are doing.
Instead, you went all the way to the front.
Because they were totally screwed up the first go. I said, we're
I
going
saw
initiative.
Mason and I-
moves.
Right.
Moves.
So I totally lose an action.
Well, no, we still do something. I'm just figuring out
It's
when
not-
I can get
I
into
didn't get
meeting
an
and
80 foot.
attack.
I didn't get
Then do something. God, that's what I'm saying.
that. All right.
Jesus.
All right.
This is so I know when I can get there.
Fair enough. All right. So 15 and 20. I know the 20 will hit, but I'm not sure if the 15 will do the penetration bit
Against Woodward.
against the rider.
Yeah, that same thing. It hit and you just see it kind of sparkly a little bit.
Okay. So, but the 20 will do
The 20 will do.
7 points. Just out of curiosity, he is almost doing like a joust. Do I get a chance to knock him off his mount with the impact?
You need to be on your mount with
Okay.
your jousting tool
because this was
to knock
force
him off.
because this was force damage, like the impact of a lance. I mean,
I didn't think of that, but why not? Why not?
okay.
I can live with that. Actually, it's yeah, I'm just gonna do 50-50 then. Yeah, I'll play with the damage and everything when we're doing the jousting.
Okay.
You're catching me off guard a little bit here.
Right. But I mean, it's like,
because it's 10 plus damage done.
which would be a 17.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah. Say that for the joust. Right now, I'm just gonna, because he's ready. What you're looking at is this thing, the wood.
Yeah.
Its legs as it's getting closer are intertwined.
Gotcha.
So it wraps it. Like you saw how its arms and everything changed. Well, its legs are down into one piece.
Okay.
So knocking it off is like
Good luck.
good luck because it's on.
But I'm just trying to bring. Because it makes
now
it
I'm
sense.
40 feet.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Close. Now I am 40 feet away.
Okay. We all get an action.
Everybody gets in an action because I will be on you next go.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
So Steve, do something.
Okay. Thank you. I mean, hey, everybody else can too.
Okay, so where's Clip?
Behind Sir Andros and in front of you.
Okay. So then Clip will
7 force.
end up in front of Sir Andros, but after I move. I'm gonna run forward my 15 feet. And then I am, if the range is 2060 for my trident.
It's 30 feet.
No.
Okay, so
35.
I'm gonna attack with my throwing my trident at it. At the mount.
Okay.
All right. Dirty 20-ish.
Yep. It'll stick into him.
Okay. Ah, dang it.
Yeah, the sad part is they don't have anything range. The thing had bow and arrow been shooting them on the way in, but
Yep.
Can't do it.
All right. So 9 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh, and then I assume a 11.
Total
Will not
miss.
hit?
Yeah, total miss. First one goes in, sticks
Okay.
it deep. It tries to grab it because it comes back to you. It rips out and back in your hand and then just totally goes wide.
All right, then poof me back 15 feet and then move.
All right. I'm just from now on. I'm going to leave you there. And then do what?
Well, he can go 40 feet. So,
Well, you keep saying 15.
well, I meant me 15. So
Yeah, I moved you. I moved you back 15.
Right, and then move clip forward.
Basically swapping.
Basically, I
places.
want clip to be the thing that takes the brunt of the charging attack.
Yeah, but that's a medium creature trying to push through another medium creature.
Right.
Sir Andros is in his way.
Oh, he can't move.
Oh, and that's what I say. He hops in the sewer, then moves, and then pops back out. Clip don't care about getting dirty.
Okay, that's what I wanted. Yep, we're good.
All right. And then move the mage hand back to me. I'm gonna give it something later.
Cool.
All right.
Then it's if Dave can do anything. True.
There's too many things in my way, so.
All right. Then we'll see if Yarla can do anything. Oh, yeah, do what you're going to do. You're gonna? I heard you were gonna. What are you gonna? Is he there?
He's probably
I don't know.
nothing.
Did we lose you, Dave?
Well, there's nothing to math. You can't get to it. I heard him say he was gonna, and then nothing.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, until he comes back, anything you can do?
I don't know. Can I climb on Clip's back and fire from there? No, because they've still got Andros in the way, don't I?
No, well, you're
Unless-
small. 1, 2. You can move in. You've got a movement of 25 or 30.
25, I believe. Yeah, 25.
You can move up to the same spot as me this round.
Right, why don't I do that and then I can fire off a couple arrows, correct?
In the way.
You've got clip in the way.
Oh, poop. That's right. All right.
Good choice of words in the sewer.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Did he make
All right.
his save to stay mounted?
He's not going to fail.
Oh,
That's what I said. As he gets closer, you see they're interlocked. He's not going anywhere.
gotcha. Damn Groot.
Closer and closer he comes.
All right.
And then anything that Mason can do. Because I don't know what happened to Dave. I'm gonna, and then...
At the very front of the enemies, I'm casting Legion.
The front of the enemy.
10-foot cube, so it goes over the water a bit. Yeah.
No. We're not playing with that in front of. Going into this corner.
Yep, that's what he means.
So, one,
Yep.
it's this... We have the... Here, we have the cube.
Yeah. I blended. Yeah. I'm just saying so that way the edges. Yeah. Okay, that works perfectly.
And the other one is here.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right, so does it do something when he starts in? I mean, not is it when
Yeah.
it starts in or when it's cast?
Yeah, it's when it starts.
All right, so
When it starts and or enters it for the first time. So if you walked into it, then
Well,
He's going to get one hit
he
as I charge through.
well he's just entered it now because it was cast on him.
Right.
there.
That's the only damage he's going to take. He's going to go right through
No,
it.
and then on his turn, when he moves out of it, he's gonna still move through 5 feet. So he's gonna get two.
Don't worry. I boosted their hit points big time.
So mount and rider.
We'll take
All right,
damage.
so do your damage for the first go.
Do them both, first and second, then I go.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And just so you know, when I go, I do my attacks.
Yep.
Held actions all this
All right,
time
I got
until
it.
I get to my target.
Yep.
Am I given the damage now?
Both
Yes.
of them.
Well, you get 2 damage sets.
All right. The first one is 10 necrotic, and the second one is 14 necrotic.
So total 24 necrotic to both.
Oh, what's it doing? Ah,
Also, he's in difficult terrain right now.
it ain't gonna matter.
Ooh. Half movement.
Only through the first 5 feet. I lose 5 feet.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the other.
Ow. Mount's taking a hit. He can handle it, but he's taking a hit. Because he can only go, well, actually to here, because I was up to here, to there.
Yeah.
So it will go, it's the only target it has,
Yep.
because it's ready to, well, it couldn't have gone past it anyway.
That's right.
It's in the frickin' way.
That's why I stuck it there.
So, the scorpion thing, what's the armor class of your toy?
15.
Was it 15?
1-5.
1-5, okay.
Because poison does nothing.
Nat 20.
That'll hit.
So that'll be 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Still there?
Yeah.
Now, no poison, so don't worry about that. It stings it for another 8 points of piercing damage, but no
So
poison
21
damage.
points.
You took an additional 8.
Okay, so 13 plus 8.
Yep.
21.
All right.
Still there?
Yeah.
Go to the. Now, when you see this wooden thing right up at you, close, it is literally dripping sap that stinks. Its eyes are just gooey. It looks like it's got a terrible disease. Shit, I didn't know that.
Oh.
You're the one that, as they're closed, you're the one that can see it as that mounted thing as it's closing. The wounds and stuff it's taken,
Oh,
they're healing.
Fucker's healing itself.
Oh, not bad. Does an 18 hit it? It's plus 7 to hit.
The AC 15. Yeah.
Yeah. This other arm with this big old club just slams right down on it.
Okay.
For 4 more points 3d4.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's a better
That's it.
damage curve than 2d6.
It looks about halfway good.
All right.
With the chain,
Yeah.
it's going to try and wrap you with it.
Wrap me. Okay.
Yeah, it's got 10 foot. It's going to go.
Disadvantage because
So
of
it's
the
attacking
hazard.
him.
Yeah, disadvantage. Let me see. See what his bonuses is. Still a 17, but
Yep.
that would have been a 22.
All right. So,
We are officially at the top of the round.
all right. So
That was their held actions.
Yep. Top of the round. So, yeah, Mr. Nargu.
Okay. How far? So that's what distance away from me?
2, 3, 4, 20 feet.
Okay. Then I, with my
Yeah, what?
Your sniffle of
magic ability.
With his snot blowing ability.
Yes. I'm gonna make the Groot try to make him blind. So needs to make a Constitution save of 16.
No.
So then it's blind,
the rider or the mount?
and then
He said the group.
the
Oh,
Groot.
Group. Okay.
On the end of each of its turns, it can make a con save,
All right.
and then
For how
Good.
long? Or is it a concentration?
concentration save.
No, Constitution save. Is the spell
Constitution.
concentration?
Or
Oh, the spell? No.
how long does it last?
1 minute.
10 rounds. Well,
Yep.
9 more.
Okay.
Don't know what'll happen first.
And clip attack. Clip tries to strike the mount for 11 plus. What was it? Plus my. I never wrote it down. I wrote it down.
Proficiency
All
bonus,
right.
I believe.
Oh, yeah, proficiency plus my it mod, so plus so 18.
I believe that.
Oh,
hits.
it's supposed to be 1d8 plus PB. Oh, shit.
Okay, you hit it.
Okay. So it does 6 force damage.
All right.
Alrighty.
Trill.
I lost videos. Do I still have people in the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to get dirty. The dirty
Hold
bird.
action for a target.
Hold
All
on.
right.
That would be for an attack.
All right.
Fair enough.
Tara.
Okay. He's still kind of got clip in the way.
No, you're small. You can move up into the same space and do your attack.
All right, let's do that.
You can move up in what same space?
I'm gonna attack the
With Clip.
mount.
She's small. He's medium.
She doesn't like to get dirty.
No, she can move into the same space as
No,
Clip.
she cannot.
Why not?
I'm
Because.
sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking he's over there. He's poofing.
Oops.
Sorry about that. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You know, like it was already taken up. I forgot. She was already there.
She was there.
I got the two Gnomies mixed up.
Am I good?
You're good.
Yeah, you're good. I was looking at the wrong Gnome.
Okay.
They all look the
I've
same
got
to
an
you.
18 on the mount and
18 will hit the mount.
so the 18 hits, but the 12 doesn't.
Correct.
All right. Let's see. We do plus 3, 7 damage.
Got it. Man, that mount's been pounded on.
Yep. Anything else? Bonus action or?
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I really have any bonus
Aren't you
action.
doing, two
weapons
swords?
fighting.
You're doing
What's
two.
that?
You're doing
She
two.
attacked twice.
Right, but she's at the level where she gets 2 attacks with her primary and 1 with her offhand.
I don't know.
I did do 2 attacks, but
Yeah.
I got a 12 on one, which
Right.
didn't hit.
You get 2 attacks at your level at 5th level. You get 2 attacks, but when you're doing 2 weapon fighting, you get a third.
Ah. All right. I did not realize the third one. So let's try and see what I. Oh, I got natural 20. Oh.
All right. Max did roll again.
That was a short sword. 1d6 plus 3.
So that's 9 plus a d6.
Plus another d6. 3.
All right, so 12.
So that's 12.
Sweet.
Okay.
Good job.
I was thinking I had 2 attacks, meaning that was it. Sorry about that.
Nope.
Not a
I
problem.
misunderstood.
Oh, this thing that's supposed to be able to tough it out is just about half his hit points already gone.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
It's
First,
fine.
let's see. Well, I gotta see if I get off the blindness. Con save, right?
16. Yep.
16. 14. Nope.
Yep.
So it's at disadvantage, but it can still attack.
Yep.
All right, this thing. First, it's long sword.
Disadvantage for the longsword, right? Or is that?
No, he's
oh,
attacking the thing.
Oh.
Yeah, if he's attacking clip,
He's
there's
attacking
no
clip. That's all.
disadvantage.
He can't reach you.
Right. No, that's the mount.
Yeah.
Okay.
God. Yeah, it'll try it. I can't roll for shit. Wode's going to try to hit it, but he's automatically at disadvantage, so no matter what, doesn't matter. I give up. The high 5 rolls,
Yep.
5 attacks. None was above a 7.
Holy moly.
Well, maybe it's distracted by the floating poop.
All right, Mason.
It's distracted by the road kicking it and everything.
I'm gonna cast Flaming Spear right behind him.
Okay.
He needs, and then because I can bonus action move it into him.
Yep.
So now he needs to make a dexterity save.
Made it. 18 plus.
All right, he takes 3 fire damage. Oh, and the horse.
That
She doing something different, or is it both of them?
They're both basically it.
They both took this. Okay.
Yeah, I was confused with how to word that for some reason.
all right. All right. So after that, it's me. All right. The writer, since he's a little bit more elevated.
Don't think he
One
said.
hit again. The other one was like a 9 or a 10, but the other one's like an 18.
There.
8 points of force damage. Not that it's going to do anything, but
Over there.
it's a magical stuff.
That way. Over there.
Okay. Is all done for you?
Done for me.
Top of the round. Yeah, you see chunks of wood fall, but then they start to heal.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the The healing is at the beginning of my turn, but you see it healing.
Yep.
The fire really, it flared, goes out, and even that starts to heal.
All right. Trill.
You mean Nargu? Or is it who?
It's Kathunk.
Oh, no. It's, yeah. Nargu.
Okay. Alrighty. Is there enough space for me on the ceiling to be basically sharing that spot with Clip and?
Well, yeah, the ceiling itself is like 15 feet high, but it goes as like a tunnel, like an oval.
Basically, you would need to get to the ceiling first in your own space. That would be about right for your movement, plus move forward one space. Because you have to take into account you would be on the ceiling here. Basically 5 foot closer. But you're on the ceiling at
No,
this point.
to get past you, he has to go to the middle.
Okay.
It's like this.
Right.
I was going to say,
So
typically,
he can't come to the side
was
until he
supposed
has to get to the
be on
middle and come
ceiling from
across.
before,
Right, that's what I'm
but
saying.
That's okay.
He's moving up.
All right.
And he can move only
That's
5
I'm going
part-
to have the
yeah.
mage hand go up and pour this acid vial on Groot.
You do an attack with the mage hand.
Yes.
It's a spell attack
I
modifier.
rolled an 18. I'm not sure what to add to that.
It doesn't matter. An 18 will hit both of the things. I'm not concerned with it.
Okay.
So
it
acid on
pours the acid onto Groot.
All right. Roll the damage.
All right, a 4 and a 1, 5 acid damage on Groot.
Got it.
All right.
Smokes and hisses and all that stuff. Spittle goes out.
Ooh.
Clip. Hit. Ah.
It's a multi-round acid, isn't it? Acid goes multi-round.
He's got the acid.
From the book, it just says 2d6.
That's it. Acid is one thing. Fire keeps burning.
Okay.
Okay, so
So he drops it on and it burns
6
through and all these
plus
pits.
3 plus. Okay, so does 13 hit?
No.
Out.
Just slaps that scoop arm out of the way.
Okay. I just go climb up to the ceiling then.
All right. So you're in the middle. Directly below you is the sewer.
Okay.
So no, because it's only 15 feet. So you're at that center part, right where the effluvium goes underneath you.
Yep.
All right. That's it.
Now it's Trill. The beard gets a shot.
Line of sight. Line of sight still blocked.
Yeah, unless you want to get dirty.
I don't know. You guys seem to be pushing that dirty path.
That's the only way you can get to it. You gotta jump in the gunk.
We want to call you a dirty bird.
Not falling for it.
So holding your action still, no problem.
All right.
They're doing perfectly fine anyway without your pounding.
Tara, your turn.
I might just make a bonus action and try to push you with the mage hand into the water.
I'm going after the mount again. Let's see. It's a 17. Does 17 hit? No, I need 18, right?
No, 17 hits.
Oh,
You've been
okay.
attacking the mount. The rider is harder to hit.
Ah, all right. Well, that's cool. Okay, and I got a, let's see, shelter plus 6, a 15 to hit on my second one.
Yep.
So, damage is...
And your third one.
7, and 2 plus 3, 12 damage.
All right. What about your third
And
attack?
now what's that?
Your third attack, number 3.
Yeah, I was going to do that next. Let's see, getting 12 to hit there. Is that too low
Too low. That's a miss.
on the moat? I'm just checking.
Yeah.
And
You have to
another
slap
2
that
plus
one out of the
3,
way.
5 damage. I'm gonna keep whittling away at that scorpion
Yep.
centaur.
Sounds
thing.
like somebody just took a tumble or something, huh?
Yeah. All right.
Can I hit the broadside of a barn?
I hope not.
Okay, I know I'm going to hit it this time. 17 plus. He wants the thing out of the way. It can tell it's a problem. This thing is it's got common sense. This thing's this thing ready to block, and
Yeah.
plus the chain that was at disadvantage. So it'll hit the construct for 6 more.
All right.
Still there?
Run.
Yeah. It's at 15 hit points.
All right. Heard somebody say Ron, but I didn't hear anything after.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
thought so
Mason.
too.
Said Ron.
Who did?
Mason.
Mason said Ron?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
It's his turn, right?
no.
No,
It's
it's
not Ron's turn.
Oh, yes, it is Ron's turn.
Ron's turn.
Yes.
Yeah, both of them need to make a dexterity save because of the flaming spear.
what am I looking for?
16s.
Yep.
Okay, one. The mount passed, but the woad failed, which is very bad for the woad.
All right, I'm gonna reaction silvery barbs. The mount gets disadvantage, and then
You cannot. Oh, wait. Yes, you can. That spell was previous turn. Never mind. My bad.
Oh, one thing I forgot to check.
yeah,
All right. Silvery barbs to the
and
mount. You said, right?
yes, so it gets disadvantage for the save,
So
and
take
I'll give
failed, yeah.
Lisa advantage next turn.
All right. You have to remind me.
Mm,
Okay, so it's not
So it
this
failed?
go. No, it succeeded its first,
No, it's.
but he said it's for the next go.
No, he had disadvantage this time around. She has
17 plus, either way.
Okay, and then
That's my second
she
one.
has advantage next time.
Okay.
Yep, and they take 10 fire damage.
But he did save on the disadvantage, which means he takes half that.
It would be fun. Yep.
So 10
Okay.
and 5.
Which I wrote down the first time. And then he threw
And
me
then
off.
his group stood blind.
I thought you were out there shoveling, so I was thinking shit.
Are you going to spend an action looking at its eyes? Because it's attacking.
Right.
It can't tell. It either hits or misses. Their eyes are just pure white anyway.
Basically, what he's saying is you've got a chance to make another save.
I know where I am.
Okay.
That part I know.
Okay.
That's what that one was.
Just be really, really quiet.
So, you will now try to sting the thing that's in its way. Nat 20. There we go.
All right.
So 9. $13. I still got 2 more to do to it. Which sucks because I got to use my spike chain, which I want to use against you. $19, I'm sure, hits it.
Yes. It's like a 15.
Yeah, it'll do a minimum of 4 points.
All right.
So, this
Is a pile of parts.
is a pile of parts.
That's not poison damage, right?
No, I have not been rolling the poison damage at all.
No. Why did you?
Okay.
He was one
And
bad.
then Groot's still blind.
Oh, I thought he was in the same hex as you.
No, he was on the ceiling in the fluvium, above the fluvium. Yes. Basically, right where the.
So,
watching the poop flow down.
And Groot's still
You
blind.
hear the mount
Yeah.
yelling some language at the mounted as to where to attack.
Ah.
That sounds like disadvantage to me.
Well, it doesn't change anything. It just lets me know that I'm swinging down at a gnome versus up at a human.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
change anything mechanically. It's just for the roleplay aspect, you hear it yelling where it needs to attack.
So I guess if
Yeah, you only do the blindness deafness once.
yeah. So I would. May I assume if anybody knows Undercommon, they might know it.
Not even.
I do.
Okay.
I know Undercommon.
Doesn't matter. It's not what he's saying. He's not speaking Undercommon at all.
Fair enough.
Dormish?
No.
Dormish?
Ubidish? I don't know what our armor class is. Let me see here. Because my lowest is a 12 plus 7. So does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Even at disadvantage, you see that club come down and thump you on the head.
Oh,
Oh, 4d4. I don't know why I rolled 3d4 last time.
We just
4d4.
got little bunny food.
Thing about 4 these is a lot of ones, so 4, 6, 13 on the first attack. He gets 2 attacks.
okay.
Just at disadvantage wasn't bothering. Yeah, why bother? And
Alright.
totally misses on the second. Doesn't it got you good then, adjusted wrong to swing way over your head.
Oh, it's because I fell a little bit, so it missed.
Now the
Right.
sad part is all that damage it took.
Yep.
Sealed.
All of it. Ooh, fun.
So the acid didn't do anything,
You
huh?
should shout it. Yeah, it burnt it, but it heals it.
Well, I was hoping it wouldn't be able to.
It regenerates.
Yep, it
Yes.
regenerates. It doesn't differentiate the damage
Types.
types.
All right. So, Gilliam.
All right, did any of you get my little bunny foo-foo reference I made?
I don't watch Bunny
No.
Foo Foo.
No. Little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest, picking up the field mice and bopping them on the head.
Nope, don't know Little Bunny Foo Foo.
All right. So bonus action, move the flaming sphere into them. So deck saves.
16s.
Whoa, it actually saved.
All right. So damage and half damage.
Yeah, just roll the damage, and I'll give one the full and one the half. Just roll it
So
once.
7 for the full.
because it's the right. It's right there.
Three for
Both
the
are
half.
hitting it.
There's one time, and there's a bag of steakhouse green beans if someone wants to cook it this afternoon.
Okay.
All right. And me, I will move up and share the same space as our intrepid Gnomo.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
I'm not done.
You're
I
not
have to go over to my cantrips.
But you guys can make someone.
Yeah, my turn ain't over, so
all right.
frostbite. So now it needs to make a con save. The rider.
The rider,
Yep.
con save,
Yep.
failed.
All right. It takes 10 cold damage and has disadvantage on its next weapon attack.
Thank you for healing it.
You're welcome.
What type of damage was it?
Cold,
Cold.
vulnerable to fire. Cold heals it.
Mm.
But it,
Still
has,
gets
but
disadvantage, though.
it still has disadvantage on its next attack.
It's still, yeah, well, it's already at disadvantage.
That's true.
Yeah, because it's
Makes no
blind.
difference.
All right.
No, this is a wood woad, but I made it my own wood woad. It's more of a goo woad. It's a rot woad.
Okay. All right. This is with the axe
Yeah.
to the mount. 21 and a nat 20.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So same colors. All right. So with 23 from the nat 20.
All right.
Still up.
Yep.
All right. And 11 from the dirty 21.
I just wanted to put that out there.
Okay.
And that is why I maxed their hit points. Still up.
But not.
Has someone
this one
answered
doesn't
that
heal.
question I just posted?
Huh?
I don't look at any postings. I'm taping.
All right.
I know. I was asking one of the other people in the chat if they can answer that.
All right. Action surge
Yep.
to the mount. One attack. That is a dirty 20. 16 points.
All right. Only because I have one somewhere.
Okay.
I wish I knew where though.
And then the second attack is going to go to the woad.
Mm-hmm. Well, first I got to do what the first attack did because you knocked the mount.
Yep.
The mount falls.
I mean, the rider falls.
Rider doesn't fall. The
Mount
mount
falls.
Oh, there! Goodness sakes! I knew I had one. I'm gonna put it up there now.
So the mount is done.
I thought I had one.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Ooh.
It's big enough that it's the water isn't affecting it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't find it at the time. Of course, the figures I find it when it dies.
Yeah.
Wait, did Groot just grow?
It's the water.
am
No,
Groot.
I actually just now found the actual thing.
Yeah, the water is full of nutrients and fertilizer.
Nutrients. There you go.
Did you say nutrients and Budweiser?
And fertilizer.
Okay, I was like, oh wait, why is my guy not drinking this?
I don't know. Why isn't your guy drinking this?
Ew.
Valid question.
There we go.
Because I'm not Mars cool.
Ah!
There you go.
I wanted to do it right because it's like this basically. Oh, actually, if I use this other one, probably work better.
Is that now Groot and it's bigger?
No, I just now finally found what I wanted it to look like.
Okay.
This is the thing you were fighting. This is it.
The mount.
Ah,
Okay, that's the mount.
Wild looking.
The mount dies into the goo. It has to get off
Right.
and it stands up.
Yep. Well,
Because it just goes with it. Because its legs are like this. So, and it had to.
so my second attack then will be Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, but that's why I said to wait because.
Yep.
It would fall not right at your feet.
Correct. For 9 points. Oh, Dave, your held action for a target popped up. Right in the middle of the fluvium is this woad. You get your attacks, sir.
Oopsie.
22.
22 damage.
Yep, the lowest one would have been an 18 to
Oh.
hit.
Okay, because that's its armor class, 18. So 22 points. Yeah.
Yep.
It ain't gonna be able to start healing now. It'll take too much damage in the interims.
Yep.
So that was the held. So we do go
Yeah, to
top of the round.
Nargu.
All right.
Below you, 15 feet in front.
Okay. Well, for role playing, like let's just say my trident starts glowing like it's a branding iron trident. I'm doing branding smite. All right, I'm gonna throw my weapon at it. 18, 30, 20-ish.
Yep.
Mother. Okay, so
another one on the damage.
yeah. Plus my 5, so 6 piercing damage. Plus
That's hers.
2 and a 1. Mother. A 3 radiant damage.
All right.
The branding smite. And then, ooh, 19, so 30, 20-ish again. And 7 magic piercing damage.
Okay. Need another piece of paper with all the mathing I have to keep doing.
All right.
How do you do
Alrighty.
that? Dave just did his damage, right?
Well, that was his held action.
That was his held action. Now it's going to
All right.
fill it.
All right. Trill. Beard gets another shot.
Your normal fun.
We're going to spend a key attack for an extra martial arts. And
Are you gonna go into the fluvium?
Yep, you got to go after it.
This one. This was your ranged attack last time.
okay. So we're going to... So I can't get to it?
You can.
If you get dirty.
You gotta do the dirty bird.
Nah. Holding for an opportunity.
All right, well, you got ranged.
The range will work. $14.
All right. All right. Tara.
All right. Now he's like right next to me, right?
No, he's 10 feet away.
Oh.
Have-
All right.
you
So
have the
I
bow.
could back up a little bit. What is it? Maybe 10 feet away and fire off a couple arrows
Back
without
up.
him.
No, you can fire off a couple arrows right now if you wanted.
I just feel like I'm really close. Well, all right. Let's fire off a couple arrows and see if we make two of that, since nothing else seems to work. 16 doesn't hit, right?
Nope. 18.
Let's see. It's a 19 plus my 8. I know that hits. And the 8. Whoops. And I hit for 11 damage with that. And I get one more attack, right?
No, that's if you're using
Oh,
your.
that's it.
Yeah, that's only if you.
That's only if you're using your
That's
melee.
right. That's it. Yep, yep. Because it was my
All
bow.
right.
Never mind. So 11 damage.
All right.
I got
Yeah,
lucky.
I can't heal like I was. All that healing I did.
Yep.
It heals, but it's
Not keeping up.
it's not keeping up.
You all set?
See it step into the wall.
Into the wall.
Ooh. That's interesting.
My turn. Mason, your turn.
Oakley dokley. He. Can I see him?
No,
No.
you step through the wall.
Um.
Oh, then.
It's rough terrain moving through the fluvium.
Yeah, but it
Yep.
step through the wall.
I know.
That's if he shows up again, I'm holding my action for a mind spike if he shows up again.
10, 20, 25. And I'm going to try in 9 3/4 through the wall.
So you charge into the
Hold
wall.
on, Sprint.
No, I'm not charging, but I'm doing my movement.
You move up and,
And-
boom, there's a wall.
It's a wall. Okay. Where? All right. So it's not. It wasn't an illusion.
Nope.
Okay.
The walls are
It's an actual
slimy,
wall.
gooey, goopy. The same as it was.
So he is on this.
How did it see the
Aha!
wall?
Same as he was. Guess
Well,
what?
it's the same
It is
slime and goop. He doesn't have to see a wall to just walk into it. Just has to walk.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Blinded. He's gonna go walk and he's just walked through the wall.
I'll
Wow.
just blast the.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. Just want to make sure it wasn't him that was on there.
No.
Now that's-
Wood woads have a thing that's called tree stride.
Yes.
This isn't a wood woad.
Right.
It's a goo thing. So it strides through the goo.
So it's somewhere else.
It's somewhere else.
Is it anywhere?
Oh, what an
within 120
intriguing
feet
creature.
that I can see.
Well, no, this was its turn. I gotta wait till my next turn.
Okay.
I go in one time and I
Prepare
gotta
a Pokeball.
come out another time.
All right. Well,
Is it my turn now then?
move back across with the group.
All right.
Prestidigitation, just for shits and grins.
Yep.
Looks like the thing just disappeared.
Yep. It just
I mean,
disappeared. Just walked through the wall.
Yep.
You saw it just walk through the wall.
Yeah, it went through the wall. I went to check to see if there was any secret. If it was an illusion, I didn't check to see if it was a secret door there.
Push a brick and it opens type
You
of thing.
go back and it depends on what you want to do.
Yeah, check to see if there's a secret door there.
No.
Okay. Go back and then
We don't have a druid here, do we?
we have a ranger.
Ask how much can make or something.
Where he is.
Their nature's worried.
Survival will work.
Survival.
A survival
Tara.
check.
Survival. Let's see. 12. What's my? Let's see. What is that? Survival.
I got a 1.
12 plus 5, so that would be 17.
Good enough. You saw this thing go through, and although you haven't seen it because we don't have any druids, but you've heard stories of how a druid.
I meant for you to make her.
I have a 24.
There's only the ranger, guys.
Just the ranger
Oh, okay.
recognizes what this was. The ranger recognizes that this
I don't know what you said.
Mom looks going to be.
funky,
The back. Put the back.
what was a wood woad, did the equal of a tree stride. She recognizes that the stuff went
You have to go though.
as it walked through.
Trouble here.
Of course, it had to walk because it was blinded. It had to walk to it and kind of touch it. That's why usually it comes right out at its next go, but because it's blinded, it did this number.
Yep. We lost Mason.
I really see what you're saying.
I pass this information along to everybody, so everybody's aware of what's going
Yeah,
on.
you recognize it as the equivalent of a tree stride. It can go into one place that is the goo like this, like a tree, and come out to a equal tree, which could be anywhere.
Yep.
Hmm.
And does this mean it can return once it's healed itself? I asked her.
Okay, is it? If it's my turn, can I move where Clip used to be?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. We're really out of initiative right now.
Okay, then.
Somebody said sorry. Who was that?
After minutes.
Who dropped?
Okay.
Mason.
I'm gonna.
Okay, probably. Cause sorry, but it was too fast. It's in the Friday Midgard stuff.
Okay, then I'm gonna go and revive Clip.
How long does it take?
After a minute, it'll come back.
Basically, he uses the mending cantrip, and that's healing.
No, not the mini cantrip, because he got defeated.
Oh, okay.
So, if it's died within the last hour, use your smith tools as an action to revive it. Provided you're within 5 feet of it, you expend a spell slot. After a minute, it comes back with all its hit points. So, I'm just saying I'm going to take the action to get it to start coming back to life.
You're getting it back to life.
Yes.
You are 4 rounds away from doing that. When it returns, Mason's gone.
Yep.
When it knocks Mason underwater, nah, we'll just leave Mason here. I'll just do something different because he's down now.
Yep.
And all of these are gone. I had to wait my full time, but it just happened. He happened to do that. That's why I waited to see what everybody did. And then it comes back out of the wall here.
Okay. Same initiative?
New initiative, because you were out of initiative.
Everybody roll new initiatives.
Okay, but also, wouldn't I be on the other side of Sir Andrews and Lisa, since that's where Clip had died?
Yeah, wherever you want to put it.
All right.
I'm just dropping the thingy in.
I'm gonna put Clip on its side right now.
Yeah. He's four away, so he'd actually be here.
All right.
14 for initiative.
So did it wait for its blindness to go away? Is that what it was?
That and other stuff.
That and healing.
Okay.
9.
8.
Yep, that's already there. 8.
Oh, 8.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Dave. Yeah, more than likely. His bonus is like 14.
Yeah. What did he say? Did he lose his signal and everything?
No, he and his brother had plans, but his brother showed up early.
Ah.
Mr. Dave, sir?
16.
16. All right. Top of the
It's
round.
funny that the initiative rolls have been low, but everybody's initiative rolls have been
Everybody's has been
low.
low.
Benjamin, come here. Come here, son.
All right. Drill. You have line of sight. You can get to him without getting dirty.
Yeah, it stepped out again. The ranger would have probably been looking
Open
something.
it up. We're in the bowl for mommy.
Fun.
Dig in.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
You can actually get a shot at this thing without getting dirty.
Ranged or melee?
Either.
Either. You can go right at
You're
it.
10 feet away.
All right, we'll do our usual melee.
All right. It has no
We'll
magical
spend a
differences.
key. We'll spend a key and do an extra attack.
Why the heck not?
Ooh.
There's a clean bowl in the dishwasher
Wow.
and a fork.
Clean dishes? That's impressive.
Oh, she's out.
Let me
So for and then for the wasn't good.
It's got a spot on the bag where you tear it open.
Like all of them?
Yep.
Okay.
Muted him because he was just doing stuff right at the microphone.
Give him 32.
Oh, man.
All right. Tara.
Okay, is everybody in my way? Or can I get at him?
No, you can
Right
get
next-
right at him. You're right next to me.
Right next to him. Okay, let's take that sword and see what we get.
3 strikes.
So-
Boom, boom, boom.
What's that?
You get 3 strikes.
Yes, well, the first one is 18.
Yep. Tries to get his shield out in the way, but not quite quick enough.
Okay. One is 14 plus 6, so a dirty 20.
That'll do it.
And last is 10. So I hit him 2.
Hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Let's see, what do we got? 2 plus 3, there's 16 there. And another 3, so 12 damage total.
Yeah.
Tries to stitch itself back together, but not like it was before. Who I got there?
Me, her, and it could turn to Dave.
Well, just because by its angle, it walked to Dave did so much that he got it from the back and all of a sudden, but it was facing you two.
Right.
It gets 2 attacks, so neither one differentiates.
So 1 on each.
1 on each. Yours is a total miss, and hers is an either total miss.
All right. All right. And on my attack, let's see. I did do better. 10 and a 14. So that's a 19 and a 23 for a total of, let's see, 10 and 12 is 22 for my magical battle axe.
Ooh.
Yeah, when you hit this thing, chunks of wood, but it's rotten wood.
Yep.
Worms in it. It's it's trying to restitch, but it's not going to make it this time. Even with me
Yep.
maxing it out.
Oh, I will mark this guy, which means if he attacks anybody but me, he's at disadvantage.
Then I'm going to focus on you.
Yep.
And it goes to
It goes to Nargu. So you're still working on your buddy?
That was just one action. I think it's kind of like, because like I know on repair,
you said total
when
repair.
it
You
has
said
magical mechanisms inside it that repair it. So I'm guessing the ability of the within 1 hour of it dying, it's kind of like I take an action to get those mechanisms to start repairing it.
Okay, still there.
And so it's not something I do over a length of period of time. I just get it, you know.
you just told me it took
start.
10 rounds. That's all I know.
Right.
I mean, a minute.
It goes basically it's repairing itself and
Okay, then
be
what?
back up.
Whatever you want to do, it's still repairing itself.
Yeah, so I'll take I'll go up the wall 10 feet and then one over next to you guys so I could stab at it.
So basically, he's kind of like
Above y'all's head, but where I
Yes.
can reach it with the trident.
Yeah, just set him down in the white spot.
right there.
Then we know
Okay.
that's wall.
Spider-Man. All right, I'm going to.
Spider gnome, spider gnome.
Oh, 7 plus 7. No, that's not 7. 7 plus 8. So is that 15? Does 15 hit?
No, 15 misses. It almost like sees you coming, just throws the shield in the way.
All right. I'm gonna try to smack it again. Ew, that's even worse. 3 plus blah blah. Okay.
Yeah, that
And-
spider climbing one-handed thing's kind of got you off balance a bit.
I'm gonna use just my feet. I'm stabbing it with 2 hands. Okay, and if that was just 15 feet, then poof me back to where I was at. With my boots. All right.
Then we go back to Dave, and it's near-death sequence.
Bird with a beard.
All right. We'll take our 3, but we're going to spend a key point on something else.
Okay.
I'll let you know in a minute. $18 points and a con save DC 14 for stun.
All right, second.
Yeah.
Con save. Why bother?
It's stunned.
It's stunned.
Stunned and done. All right.
That's a whopping 5.
Hey, Ra.
My turn?
Yep. Now, stun doesn't get.
That was good.
No, it can't do
Alright.
nothing in turn. It's stunned.
Right. No shield, even. No reaction.
So,
No, it's done. It can defend itself.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
just, well, it can't attack.
it can't defend itself?
It can it can defend itself. It just
It can't
It
attack.
can't attack, and I don't think it gets a reaction.
Gotcha.
They don't have
Alright,
reaction
so
things
11
anyway.
plus 6. I got a 17. That doesn't hit, right?
No. Even stunned, he gets that shield up just in time to deflect.
And that doesn't hit either. I must be getting tired. Alright, last one hits. For 4 damage. Yep, I'm getting tired.
Thing is, if you can kill this thing, I can't go back into the wall and heal.
That's
And come back at you.
That was good timing on the stun. All right, so
That's what makes it tough. It can keep going, choom, 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 choom,
Yep.
unless you can just
Yeah, but
utterly
I got
destroy
really
it.
crappy rolls.
All right, so tag number 1. That's like a 26 to hit, and attack number 2. That is a what the hell?
What the hell?
Yeah, I think a 22 will do it too. All right.
Usually with an AC of 18.
All right, so 13 and 10 is 23. Chop, chop,
Attack
chop.
rolls have an advantage.
My attack rolls have it.
Yep. If it's stunned, it's incapacitated, can't move, speak only falteringly. It automatically fails strength and dex save throws. And attack rolls have an advantage.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
You hit it anyway.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Savior thingy.
that's the only thing it would have done.
Huh.
Ah,
Poison
so-
had a disadvantage on.
All right, that would mean now it is Nargu's turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna do my wall climbing thing again.
All right.
And then I am boom shakalaka gonna try to hit it. Mother. 6 plus 8. 14 doesn't hit.
No,
Nope.
but it's yard advantage, remember?
Oh, that's right. I just told you. All right, 10 plus 8, so 18.
You getting his-
That's enough.
18 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, it takes 6 thunder damage and it's sheathed in booming energy.
Okay. Kandar.
And then it takes 9 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And it poofed me back.
And then it's then it goes to Dave.
Oh, actually, make it do a strength deck save. I'm trying to push it with my mind. 5 feet away from us. From me.
Okay.
That's right, it automatically fails strength checks. I forgot.
All right.
Right in
I
front of
just read
Dave, who hits it and kills it because I had 4 hit points left.
Oh,
Well, it only takes booming damage if it willingly moves.
No. Our monk has like 27 attacks on the thing, all right?
Yeah, okay.
He only has
Well,
to
that was just in case it decided to start trying to be able to move and move away or something. That's why I just
You
wanted to
you
add that
pushed you
extra.
pushed it back right in front of the monk who just went bap.
So,
bippity
how about you
bappity
did me
boop.
earlier with the club.
Bippity boppity
so the
boop.
3 attacks are going to hit.
Because they're all at advantage.
Well, I didn't need it. It was
Didn't need the
12,
advantage.
18, and 19 on the rolls, so that's minimum of 19.
Yep.
And then, are you going to start eating the worms that it has?
Nah, it looks goopy. So that'd be 12.
Yeah, it had 2. No, I'm sorry, it had 4.
Four. Yeah. All right. So,
Well, here's your dilemma. You went straight in, straight down, got all beat up, but you got a joust to do.
today,
Yeah, you were on the
I'm on the list.
schedule. Yeah.
How does heroism with the temporary hit points do?
Well,
It just gives you 10 hit points. They are the first ones to go on a hit.
so
Okay, but I mean, like when the spell ends and they go away, like if you're already hurting, do they not go away because they
it's not a heal.
heals you, or
No, it's not a healing. Has nothing to do with healing.
okay, okay,
So
Yeah, the idea was you got your jousting, and then you went and found out. You went and immediately found out about this. Immediately went in to start it, but you're like, oh, okay, you haven't been down here long.
no, but,
But the thing is, you're like, yeah, oops.
precipitation.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. It's just, I have this. You got this
guys,
thing to do.
I've got my first go. So yeah, we gotta head back up so I can.
You got to figure this out because you are now, here's your problem. You're now in this following a fresh trail.
Shit. When is my joust?
You're not, don't forget, I told you, you have the first joust.
I have the. No, you didn't tell me that.
Okay, here you have the first joust.
Okay.
But it's later because you went and your people and you did all that.
Right.
You slept overnight. All that was done the first day. All the shopping, that's done the first day.
Okay.
Okay.
So those guys are all right.
So they still backtrack to do all their shopping. That took you the first day. You got in the morning and you went, hey, have you heard anything? Oh, well, why don't you go check out on this?
Right.
So you go down check and you start and it's like, oh shit, I gotta be back within an hour.
All right. So I gotta head back.
You need to head back.
All right. So since this is the next.
They need to keep going.
All right. You guys keep going. I can send down a reinforcement.
You can send down an NPC.
I'll send down Alyssa's.
Or if Alyssa can't make it next week, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
push it now because
Yeah.
you got these things you're gonna meet. There are things that are blocking you out. They're expecting you.
Right.
They're hoping you never made it past the trackers.
Right.
Then the big guard, which was this scorpion guy with this diseased wood woad.
Yeah.
Basically, it's my own. I took the wood woad as the base, but I created as this. It's a swamp woad.
Yep.
Basically, it's a sewer woad.
Is your character hurt?
Huh?
Is he hurt?
My guy? No.
Okay.
No. You guys don't need to.
But here, that's what you need to talk to. And if we end a little bit early, that's that's fine.
Yeah.
Because we're missing a wizard right now anyway.
Yep. And to be honest, heading home a little bit earlier because we usually sit there and talk for a while after we close down. Anyway.
So this is a
I'm
little
not
role play. You got to figure out what you're going to do. Because
I
you
gotta-
now told them. So you told them. So what are you going to do? You have something you have to do, which takes your character out.
Yep. And since I wasn't aware that this is the next morning one, my
Well, like
guys have been
anything-
out, my guys have been out.
Right,
With
they've been-
Alyssa to give.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about that. 'cause
Advantage
that
on
can-
the-
yeah, the whole thing. But don't forget, you promoted that on an adventure. I'll do that. Your mind went into this excitement versus the job. Oh shit! I got this thing I got to do.
I got this. I got to go. You guys want to place any bets before, so I can take the bets out and place them for you?
If I do guidance, can I get advantage?
On what?
On what?
I don't know. I don't know.
Your fighter has to leave. You need to keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, I can send down another meat shield.
It's not far
Please.
away. They'll only have to sit here like 10 minutes or so
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah, so as far as there'll be another character to take the place of me, but my character has to go. I have an obligation.
Okay.
All right, and I will send down a replacement meat shield.
Is that his name?
Well, it all depends.
And we call
She's
them
going to be
this.
out the next 2 weeks anyway. But it doesn't matter because next week I do surgery.
Yeah, next week
So it's the week after. So
Yeah.
she could very well be here. So you're going to have to send one of your people, one of your guards.
She told me to run it if
There's no game next week.
the week after.
So her COVID issue should be done.
Right, which
So
means
unless she can't make it, she'll be here.
so I could have one of my NPCs down here for me to run.
Right.
Okay.
I'm just saying your character's out,
Right.
but you've got your NPCs and they're pretty good because they're also they can come in. They're just not as good.
Right.
But by then we'll have her and James back, so it should all balance out.
Correct.
Ah,
Absolutely.
Like I said, next week I got to go for the cancer surgery, and hopefully they'll
For the
Make a
character.
decision.
cut out what's there that's causing the bleeding. Because I know I passed some stones, I felt them and saw
And
them,
then I've
but
got one for just
I'm
like
still
the-
bleeding. So
Let's
Look up in the book.
finish up this.
How much does
So,
this cost?
well, I'm not going to start anything. That's it.
All right. Did you guys want to place any bets either on me or my opponent for this? Joust?
want to place a bet on you. I think you can do. I believe in you, as our companion
Why,
says.
thank you. How much are you gonna put down so I can,
We went to Knobles. Me and Meg were younger.
Tara?
What is it?
Knobles or Nobi?
While you're down here.
I'll give you 2 gold pieces.
You too cool. Okay.
I'm cheap.
All right.
I still believe in you.
It's possible.
Nargu, are you
There's
gonna
another one
place a
you guys-
wager?
At least, I don't think that might have been Matt. I'd have to look.
So one of them popped up on one of the.
Nargu?
No, I'm not.
It used to be a
Okay.
pretty decent place, not huge, but I haven't been in forever.
Trill?
I was like, this looks so familiar.
Again, there's another one. I don't know if you guys went to.
I don't know
my
who
wife-
I'll find out. I'll find out from Dave. So are we closing down now? Or
Yeah.
are we- all right.
If you want to do your joust.
Yeah, we can do my joust.
Okay. We can get that away.
Trill, are you gonna place a wager on the joust?
What's that?
Trill, are you wanting to place a wager on the joust?
Right.
I-
This is your guy that's seeing if he can get you. People going, yeah. No. 9.
I said listen, Kitty, for the advantage piece.
9. 7 was the next roll.
That's like familiar, but
Okay.
So, you go there. You come rushing, and you've got time.
Yep.
Oh, but you need to prepare. You
Precipitation.
you do all of that. You know, they do their yeah, and you got there, and here's the guy now. He's at +6.
Okay.
Hey, when I'm cheering him, can I shout out, I believe
You're
in
not
you?
there.
One last time.
You are not.
You are not there.
We're still down in the
You're
cellar.
still in the sewers. He had to go.
You guys are following a fresh blood trail.
So,
Let it go. We'll never.
here we go.
All right.
Pass number 1. Totally misses.
Dirty 20. Hold on, let me make sure that's a dirty 20. I'm pretty sure. Yep, dirty 20.
Okay.
there's a
The only number I care about
Yep.
is how much above the AC 18, because they're both in the full plate, that you make it.
I mean AC 20.
20, yeah, sorry.
All right. One above.
By 1. He totally missed.
Oh wait, no. I even. Excuse me. Even. Dirty 20.
Okay, so
He missed. I hit.
you hit. Breaking your lance is even. 10.
That 20.
You shatter your lance. You're up 1 to his 0.
Yep.
But digging it in a little bit more, he has to stay mounted.
Yes.
This is after every hit, but it's at +0. It's the same thing.
I thought I rolled damage and add. No. Is that what it was? 10.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah, you roll your damage,
So.
and it's his riding skill,
Yeah, so it's a
and then
D12.
whatever.
I saw the signs to it and they're
19. So it's a 29.
29 points of damage.
No. 19 is what I
No,
rolled.
your
A 12.
your damage.
12 plus 7. Is
So you did 19 points of damage.
provides that.
Okay.
Kennedy?
His armor class is
I got a
20.
kick out of one
Right.
because called the Yankee
You
Cannonball.
hit him.
Looks
I hit him
exactly like the
even.
Cannonball.
20, I rolled
Uh,
a dirty 20. So
One
I
down
hit him,
south.
and I did
Looks like-
19 points of damage.
So you did 19
That's not a
points
bumper
of
stock
damage.
joke right there.
He can't.
Hour and 10 minutes.
Off his horse.
Kadoosh.
Yeah, we can't beat that. I'm gonna have to modify that. That's too much.
So how about just damage
Actually-
as a?
I think I'm gonna go with just straight damage because you did 19 points of damage, and I cannot
Right.
beat that.
So
And what did
if-
you roll for damage?
I rolled it on a D12. I rolled a 12 plus.
It's a
7.
jousting lance. It's only a D6.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I told you that last time.
I did-
These
I-
are breakable. That's why it threw me off. It's a jousting
Okay.
lance, and it's only the lance, no strength or anything.
Oh, okay. I did not,
That's why.
I did not know
That's
that.
that's what allows him to stay on the horse.
All right. In that case, it is 14. 4 plus 10, so it would be a DC 14 to stay.
So see how it works now. Now the DC is in that
Yep.
that range.
Okay.
So, what's your? I should have done with him. What's your animal handling skill? He's your equal. Plus
Well,
what?
My animal.
It's
handling-
animal handling. That's what you use to stay a horse and everything.
Closer over to the beach.
My
This is
absolute
listing it as an
equal,
hour and 3.
And that's how I'm
That's how,
keeping them.
because I have expertise in it too. So everybody's going to be an expertise. in it.
For the jousting, everybody is your equal.
Okay, plus 8.
Plus 8, so an 18.
Basically,
Okay.
Okay.
now
Otherwise,
you get from here
if I don't keep
to-
it your equal,
we're on the way.
Okay.
what it is, I'm not going to make it better than you.
We go through a bunch of
Make them your
towns.
equal. If I make them less than you, it's not a
Pretty
challenge.
fast, and then we take
They-
the left that goes to the
Unless
mobile.
luck, and my luck
You gotta go
ain't gonna
straight.
cut it.
You gotta go the other way,
Yeah.
Right?
With
You're going
3
the highway
and
you're driving the highway from that point north. So you're not
it would normally be plus 5 because without the expertise.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, just for now, I can go with the plus 5 without the expertise. Still, you're the player character. You're one little bit better, and that's perfectly fine. But give me the base, so
Yeah,
it's
the base,
plus 5.
plus
So he
5.
still made it at 15.
Yep.
Which is the base. Okay.
That
On the
works.
other hand, you
Yeah, but yeah, the jousting. I'm sorry. I thought I could have sworn that the jousting lance only a D6.
No,
And again, that's
And that's it.
8:30 at
Not your
night.
strength or anything. You're going straight in. It's just a D6.
As
see
long
what
as you
that-
don't have the traffic.
So it's
So
1 to
to
0.
go really, really
It's
good
one.
over
You still
the
broke.
side.
It's still 1 to zip, but he stayed a horse.
Right.
Otherwise, it keeps 19. You'll just keep falling
Next
off.
round.
Next round.
My memory's not all that good.
It's entirely
What's your
possible.
plus?
It's kind of, again, they're blurring the
So
ones
10,
down. So
19.
It's plus 9 or is it plus 8? I don't know.
Doesn't matter. I got a 10. And I need at least.
Plus 8.
like, oh,
Yeah. So 18. So you keep that shield up, and this, like I said, this is where I'm not going to do what I'm going to do. You do it anyway.
Yeah.
You angle it just enough, and it doesn't go through.
I missed.
You missed. It's still 1-1.
Oh,
1 nothing.
I mean, 1-0.
Yep.
Again, that really depends on what they're.
So we got. Yeah, he's too fast on the thing.
Nothing says Great can't scout.
You're plus 8. You said
Plus 8. 10.
19.
19.
I rolled an 11. I need 12 or better.
12 or better. I got a 23.
So you whopped him.
my damage is 2.
Your damage is 2.
All right. Well, let me see if I break the lance.
I think so.
I did not break the lance, but I did 2.
You
so
did hit him, so you still have
2.
2.
So it's a DC 12 to stay afoot.
So it's
to
a
stay a
DC
horse.
12. Now, just so like you, he has the proper
It's
So
considered-
you need 7s or better.
Like a holy.
right. But he has like you. He has that
Military.
Yeah.
South,
because
the
it's
saddle,
south
yeah.
of Springfield.
13 plus.
Okay.
That would be almost.
What?
But
Your actual score is 1.5, just so you know.
Yeah.
Hitting is half a point.
Wouldn't it be fine
Next
for
round?
maybe
Third round.
all there of the summer, the thing?
He totally
Well, that's
missed.
the thing, you gotta plan.
22. So
If he wants to go down the same.
And did I break?
Looks all over the place.
I did break
This is further west,
a whopping 3.
much further west.
Him, so 13. So you need
Um,
8s or better. This is
17 plus. I didn't
Yeah.
care about the other. All right. Now he will ask you. Because your official
Oh,
score,
I did ask for her favor.
Because you're looking
Yeah,
at three.
you have it.
Like I said,
But
3
your
hours
official
3 hours
score
back,
is 2.1.
6 hours.
Me
That's
2.5.
really tired.
I'm sorry,
kids.
yeah,
That's
2.5.
real tired.
Yep.
Real
He
tired
will ask
adults.
you for the
That's
honor.
all.
I'd
Really
rather it
tired
be the
kids.
full 3,
Yes.
But you're gonna have.
and then
Absolutely.
and people love
With
that.
roll.
Yep.
Like, let's go with all 3. He's been failing, but he wants to at least get a hit in. Okay, he will hit you.
Aha. I shall not.
Oh. He does not break his lance. I rolled a 1.
Ooh. And then how much
I don't know
damage?
what they have.
He hit.
Yes, his damage is D6.
It's also gonna be
So,
pricey.
6. He maxed out. He hit you
That'd be
good with it.
I had one roll of a 16, so plus my.
Yeah.
But-
He hits you solid, but he hits you solid, but it careens off and he doesn't break his like. Like the movie, he looks at it, goes, what?
Yeah.
But this allows him to stay in the game.
And it's
He's got
2.5 to 0.5.
exactly.
I mean, it's.
What's that?
This is all about
It's
honor.
all about honor.
Absolutely.
And the crowd's loving this. Oh, maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll come back. So yeah, he will hit. It's plus 8, so 21.
19.
Wow. He's like, yeah. His actual damage is, only 1.
Okay.
Oh, well, the damage stays the same. And he
Broke.
does not,
Oh.
7. He does not break
So
the lance.
It's
He's got
2.5 to 1.
2.5 to 1.
And I stay a horse with a 19.
See how it's more.
Yeah.
Now it's everybody's like, whoa, this fight is going.
Yeah.
Well, there's some.
He will miss on
There's
this
some of the
one.
same roller coasters that we went on. Like yes, one or more of the
19.
other parks.
Okay, even if you, it doesn't matter. Okay,
Had
so
I even he said
This-
he missed.
he missed.
Yeah. So we go again.
No, you hit.
I missed.
Oh,
I had
you
a
missed.
19.
Oh, everything's still the same.
19 is what I hit.
Oh,
That's what I rolled.
jeez. Okay. He'll hit.
My battery power. 15%.
Nope.
No, there's.
He hasn't been able to break a lance
He's got
though.
one, he's only got
He still can't break a lance.
damage.
His damage is 1.
Right. Merchandise.
15 will stay.
This is turning into a fight now. This guy is doing this slow.
So it's
Creep back
2.5 to 1.5.
Yeah.
I'm not even seeing
Ready?
But I can see the reports, so maybe they're off season.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Not good.
Ooh.
It's off season
Um,
for a lot of the parks up there.
I hit.
I was just needing a.
But he did a nat 20, so he does 6 plus a d6.
He does 6 plus a d6. He'll do a total of 10.
So a DC 20 to save.
Nat 20. He broke the lance.
Okay.
That's just.
So he's at 2.5,
He's at 2.5.
but I hit.
You hit.
But now let's see if
Thing is, it's a nat 20. For this, it's disadvantage to say a horse, which means it's a straight up roll because you're at advantage with disadvantage.
17 plus.
Yeah, you boom, and the crowd is cheering. He bows to you. This became a good fight
Oh yeah.
because you're talking it went to half a point
Yes.
as he went from nothing to half a point,
Let's.
and he went crazy on that first go and hit you hard.
Yeah, he did. He has to. 12 or better to stay a horse,
It's 160-foot looping.
13 plus.
and I broke my lance, so it was 3.5 to
Goliath,
2.5.
I think we
Yeah.
did.
Final score.
That's good.
And the crowd, they loved this. This was like the ball game that the guys in the back almost
That's the
made
one
it.
that I-
Or,
Yeah.
oh, it would have been great.
Some Orient
And that's your
There's
first
3
one.
of us, and I was
But
sitting
that ends
in
it
the-
for
Yeah.
for
and
these
she
guys
was-
because that
no,
when you get
this is
done, you got to
California.
clean up. And he invites
yeah.
you over for dinner and says, "This is great. This is one of all those things." And congratulates you. Thank you for the honor.
Absolutely. Yeah, I find out his name, where he's from.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure I knew all that, but you know, definitely.
If I was one of those that wrote adventures between and then wrote the next one, but you know, my mind just doesn't work that way. I'll totally forget. This guy is, you'll meet him on the next one, and you'll be in good standing with this guy. It doesn't change anything.
Yep.
But it'll be like, this guy's out. It boosts. we're not using the point system, but your points boosted right up because you agreed to him. Yeah, okay, I don't want to get slaughtered. Let me try to at least break. He never. At the end, he finally
One.
did.
Yeah.
But it was a solid hit. It looked like, oh, he will make a comeback. But you were able to do it too. So a great joust.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, I missed. I don't know how many in a row, like 3 in a row.
Yeah.
But all right.
But like I said, for you, if I don't keep it even.
Yeah.
Lisa?
Sorry, I was muted.
Yeah. You get your. Eventually, you'll get your 2 gold back plus 2 more.
Hey, is the exchange rate 1 silver piece is equal to 10 copper pieces?
Correct.
Okay.
And
so what happened was the first day was basically we were back and we were shopping.
Right. Your normal shopping. Steve has how much you can spend here without overgoing. I don't forget what you got.
Yeah. Just if you buy anything, send me.
Send
me how much. An apothecary that would sell vials and buy acid vials
with your name on it.
Yeah.
Acid is special order. They don't just keep that handy.
No. There
are vials. You can purchase.
No, I'm saying
vials.
would they buy a vial of acid?
No, they have to create the acid.
No.
You can buy vials empty.
Would they buy it from me? A vial of acid is what I'm saying.
No, they're here to sell, not to purchase. Oh, wait a minute. No, according to the rules, absolutely, because you can sell like 16,000 gold pieces worth of stuff.
But it's only half price.
It's only half the price.
Right. Okay, so then I would sell them buy 2 vials, and since it was just a shopping day, I would have used my alchemy pot to fill them back up.
Yeah, you can sell those to the alchemist. I don't know why she wants that many, but following the rules, she'll buy all the acid you have for whatever reason. Maybe she uses it for different potions.
So how many can you do? You can do 1 vial or 2?
I could make 2 vials.
So you get, basically when you sell it, it would be 25 gold that you get back.
Right. Yeah, I already did the math, and then it cost me a gold piece for each vial, so I make a pretty good profit.
Is that all you do?
It was a small one.
Well, also, I would like to buy 10 gold pieces. 10 gold pieces worth of jade dust.
2 coasters.
The city's big enough.
Oh, yeah.
Standard jade, yeah.
So you're spending basically a total of 12 gold.
Yeah,
okay.
He basically goes to a jeweler that has these things ground up.
No, I need to know. You're spending a total of 12 gold, but you're gaining 25.
Right. Yeah. I've already. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
that's what I
need
needed to know.
One of my spells did was magic mouth ritual. It's kind of like a forever a thieving tool tip, or not tool, but they say a magic mouth my wallet to start screaming if it is not on me, like if it's like being carried away from me.
Yeah, they just worry about right now. It's not a concern because you're in a sewer.
Yeah, well, I know. That's what I was saying. The first day was the shopping, so
yeah, you can backtrack the shopping because I had a couple here and kind of ran right into it instead of the what was set up for the jousting and the shopping and the preparing. Yeah, kind of had to make some modifications there.
All right.
Yeah, artificers really, especially once they're able to get like level 11, they start being able to really make money because they can not have to use up the consumable items.
Yeah, the good thing is every town or city you go to, I tell you how much you can sell, and that's how much you can. This one has like 16,000 plus, so you can sell pretty much anything you have. But they also have a purchasing. You can only buy so much before the economy just can't take it anymore. But anyway, that's it for tonight. Early night. Well, by 5 minutes, but
close enough. Yeah, but I'm not gonna be out there talking with Dave and everybody
Yeah.
else.
Justice.
So
You know, wanted to get the job. The jobs which should have happened first.
yeah.
Well,
So, but
if
remember,
anybody
nothing
wants,
nothing for next week for me because I'm going in for surgery.
okay,
Good luck
good
with
luck,
that.
man.
And then we'll go by that. So I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all figure it out.